cares how you got here, but you're here, so that's cool. Listen, this podcast is just about the things that you want to say, but you can't say. Like, everybody's politically correct. Like, everybody falls in line. Everybody fits a category. It's just like these days, reality just doesn't exist. And I want to talk about everything, anything. It doesn't really matter. Like, the topics are endless because you know all the crazy bullshit that goes on in this world. But I used to be one of those people also. So that's pretty much what this intro is going to be about. The first episode, it's just going to be about like if you how like everything tries to program you, bro. Like think about it. When you when you're sitting on the internet, right? When you're sitting online or even in person and you're sad, can't you go and Google a bunch of sad memes, a bunch of sad songs? And what does that do? That makes you more sad. When you're happy, you can look up a bunch of happy songs, a bunch of happy memes. When you're angry, put on some angry music. It's like there's always a category for us to fit in. And that's the thing. Like there's always a way for us to express ourselves in a box. And it's like once you realize that and you become I always say balanced because I feel like there's always good and bad. So once you become balanced and you don't really like fall for like the bullshit around you, then it's like you kind of reach another level mentally that you don't have to be bothered with. Like there's people, yo, imagine going to a store. You go to a store and you're like, hey, can I get a bacon, egg, and cheese? Yeah, I'm from New York, you know the vibes. You're like, hey, can I get a bacon, egg, and cheese? And your best friend says, yo, that shit is nasty. And he gets a bagel with cream cheese. The next day, 95% of the people in the world the next day will say, hey, let me get a bagel with cream cheese. Why? Because you just took and not because oh I want to try it because you probably had it 1,000 times. It's just the fact of like everybody wants to fit in, and when you realize that you don't have to fit in and being unique and being different is actually a good thing because people are so copy and paste. Yes, copy and paste. That's like a real thing. Like people literally just exist to exist. Like you wake up every day, you go to sleep. Wake up every day, you work, you go to sleep. Wake up like there's and the thing is I don't fault anything, but I don't fault people for just living their life and trying to make a living and stuff like that. But there's so much resources in life and there's so much information. Like I literally sit down and look up fucking aliens and shit. Like I know that sounds crazy. And no, I'm not no. I don't we'll talk about that on another episode. But or scary movies and a whole bunch of crazy shit. Like you know, in the middle of the night, you fall down that rabbit hole and you start looking at weird stuff and government and a whole bunch of things. But that's just what it is. It's just about being different or being yourself. It's crazy because when you're young, that's the first thing people tell you when you're in school, when you're in elementary school. Be yourself, be yourself. And then as you get older, you kind of lose that. You kind of lose that value. You kind of go on and say, hey, it's not cool to wear these sneakers, so I'm not gonna wear them. It's not cool to wear this shirt. It's not cool to act a certain way. Like if that's how you are, that's how you are. Like yeah, we all have our moments where we have to act differently and change our voice and that, but it doesn't really matter. Like if that's you, then just be yourself. And that's the thing. Like a lot of people can't be themselves. Some people don't even know who they are, and that's the crazy part. Like you've been lost in the sauce so long that you don't even have a personality. Like your personality, and a lot of times that's what groups come into it. Like when you have like five, six friends, and y'all all literally just like it's like five people or one person. Like, and I heard that mentality before because I remember I was listening to something and they were saying how oh one person is good at basketball, so we listen to him for basketball. And one person is good at music, so we listen to him for the music ideas. And one person is good at, and I'm like, I was just thinking, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, so it's just five people that literally just go on command. It's like ants. Wow, yeah, it's like ants. Like you have one zip line, one thing to do, and you pretty much do it. And God forbid you are creative, then you're gonna run into a whole bunch of people that literally say, "Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about?" Like everybody embraces chaos. Like if you think about it, a lot of people they want to know what's happening, why Pookie got shot, why Tamika is fighting. No offense to the names, why Tamika is fighting Christina outside. Like everybody, that's the whole thing. Like people love the chaos, they love the drama. Nobody really cares about the whole like being successful part because you want the fast road, you want the fast situation. But that's pretty much why I exist. Like I exist because it was just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what am I seeing right now, man? Like I'm on social media and people are literally copying off each other. Like I'm talking about like to the T. I saw a video and it was like it was actually really really dope. It was some dude. I saw it on TikTok. The guy, he had like famous people singing and he was acting like they were cockroaches. So what he did was he would um take a plastic bag and put them in the bag and act like he's throwing them away. Sounds crazy, but it's kind of creative. Cool. Literally the next day, somebody else is doing that. And I'm like, damn, like you really just stole it, like blatantly. And I'm like, that's just it's crazy. Like you just wake up and say, you know what, that was a good idea. I'm just like, I don't know, like I just don't get it, man. It's all about pushing the boundaries, man. Seeing what you could do as a person, but and it never stops there because it just is like the amount of clout you have. Like you just get away with a lot of stuff, man. But it's cool. Like at the end of the day, you gotta work, and you have to understand like what's more important, like the money, the clout, the recognition, or the financial gain. Like that, you got to keep going back and forth between that out there because there's a lot of people that you know they have money, but you have no idea who they are. And there's a lot of people that you know their name in every household, but they don't got money. Like that's one thing I realized when I started seeing people like rappers signed for like $20,000. I was like, $20,000. I spent not saying like that, but you spend a lot of money on certain things in your life, and I'm like, whoa, $20,000 is that's nothing. And that's the thing you start understanding like not everything is what it seems. So when you start realizing, finances and stuff like that, it's crazy. But yeah, that was just a little bit of bullshit to get the ball rolling. My bad if it sounded boring, but I wasn't trying to be boring. There's a whole bunch of shit we gonna get into, like a whole bunch of entertainment, a whole bunch of craziness. But this was just the intro, cause I had to get off the creativity part because it's just so sad. Like it's so fucked up, man. Like damn. like like there's nothing new. And that's why everybody's so bored. Like there's nothing new. There's nothing to do with yourself because like everybody has to fall into a category. Like you can't even travel. If I say, hey, I want to go to India, it's not cool to go to India. What the fuck? Like what do you mean? Like it's not cool to sit in the hood, to sit in the projects and drink Henny and do nothing. It's not good. And that's the problem. Like everything has to be pretty much like okay by society. And you're foolish if you come on now. Everybody knows. And the thing is, when it comes down to categories, every single person falls into a category. Even the people that sit there and say no, there's no such thing. There are people that don't like mainstream things. There's people that love mainstream things. Like it's all a category. And once you just break through and you just don't care and you just live for yourself, then then you really start living. And this ain't no self help. I don't believe in that shit. Like I don't believe in no self help, none of that stuff. Because at the end of the day, a lot of that shit is just it's made to get you at a certain time. And I'm sorry, because I've been through it. I've been through the fucked up. Like I've been through some shit. Like we could definitely talk about it. Like I've been through it. Like like I said earlier, like when you're happy, there's a bunch of shit to make you happy and keep you pushing. And great job, buddy. When you're sad, there's a bunch of shit that makes you want to jump off a fucking roof, and that's crazy. But come back later, man. We'll talk about it. Oh, so you came back. Cool. So listen, man. This internet shit is crazy. And don't tell me it's not crazy, man. This shit is insane. We gonna go down the fucking list, man. So you sit on Instagram. First of all, how much fucking hair is there in the world, bruh? How much hair and eyelashes are in the world? I don't even think. So apparently, there's fake hair and fake eyelash. I don't even know where the shit come from. Like, where are you making that shit from? Synthetic? Like, I thought synthetic was robots. I don't like this shit is crazy. Like robot hair, like did that shit move? I don't get it. Like everybody, every bitch on fucking excuse my language. We're not gonna say bitch. Every woman, every female. Oh my god, every female on Instagram sells hair, sells eyelashes, sells a new face. Shit is Halloween, man. Like it's crazy. I just don't get it, man. What? Then it's like, bro, you're not even wearing that shit. The shit you selling, you're not even wearing. I'm like, shorty got a $500 lace front. Yeah, I know. I got a bunch of sisters. I got like 5 sisters. $500 lace front. But you selling, I mean, $29.99 wigs. Wigs and lace fronts ain't even the same thing. I don't know. Or maybe I'm bugging, bro. It's out of control. Then like on Instagram, you don't even know. Like everybody's a superstar. You don't know who's who. Like you really don't know who's who, man. Like you sit there, shorty working at Wendy's. No offense to nobody. No offense to nobody. Shorty work at Wendy's. Boom, boom, boom. She get off Wendy's. She got 100,000 followers. Where are they following you to? Same thing with the dudes. We can get into it. I call a dude bitch too. Cause I don't want nobody to go back. Cause you know how people are, bro. Oh, bitch. Like same thing. Same thing with the dudes. It's crazy. You selling me t-shirts with ice creams on it. They got a whole clothing brand already like that. How much anime shorts you gonna see? How many Naruto underwears is gonna fly off the shelves? Like what? And where are they coming from? Half the time you buy the shit, you don't even get it. I don't know, man. That's all I see on Instagram. Like for real, for real. Besides that, and people forcing you to like people forcing you to like certain celebrities that's not even celebrities. Like I was sitting there chilling, and everybody going crazy off the city girls. Everybody, city girl this, city girl that. They in full relationships, bro. One of them is dating Lil Uzi, and the other one is talking about she want to marry Diddy. They gonna get married. And then Shorty on the block is twerking on top of the car on the Uber. She twerking down the street on the Uber, bugging out, about to get locked up. Like I don't know what the vibe is. It's crazy. Like I don't know, man. Every dude scam. Every dude got a shiesty mask. Niggas don't even got faces no more. They just shiesty and side twerking. That's about TikTok. All these side twerking ass niggas, they everywhere. Niggas' hips ain't supposed to move like that. Like, what is going on? Ain't no fucking way some nigga gonna knock me out and side twerk. We both going to heaven, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro. That's on everything. Like, it's crazy out here, bro. And niggas be real gangsters about it too. It be like 50 of these niggas. It's like 50 niggas, bro. Beat you up and go eat McDonald's and shit. I don't know, bro. Like I don't know what life is no more, bro. It's crazy. I don't get it. Like what the fuck are we talking about? TikTok? Oh my god, man. Like I be on TikTok. God forbid you on TikTok after 1 o'clock in the morning, bro. You see some wild shit. First of all, my TikTok is crazy. The analytics be taking me to Mars and shit. But I'm talking about like on live. Go on live. 1 o'clock in the morning. I remember there was some dude, and the dude, excuse me, not nigga, excuse me. I'm black and Spanish. I could say that, but can't say that. So we gonna try to stay away from it. But the person, he was on a bed, bro. He was on a bed with mad water. Like he was like sleeping on a river. Like, but somehow the dude's phone was going crazy. Like he's recording himself doing this. Then I saw another. It was a dude. It was a head, and it was a dude. It was a body with no legs and arms. And he was like flipping down his living room. He was flipping around. And he was gay. It was a little gay dude, but he had no body. It sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. I swear to God, it sounds crazy. But he exists. The dude was a head and a body. No, yeah, head and a body. And he was rolling in his living room to his boyfriend. And then he did like a transition. Y'all know the transition. We all internet savvy. We know. He did like a transition to where he was regular, and then the dude had like makeup on his face. What? And I'm not saying nothing about it. I'm just saying like, how did the makeup get on his face when he had no hands or legs? I don't know, man. The internet is crazy. It's crazy. Like the stuff I see, bro. Like I'm telling you, like it's crazy. It makes you wonder, like what, like it's some dangerous, scandalous. It's some wild stuff out here, man. Snapchat, we don't rock with Snapchat. Snapchat be for the brokies. Not trying to be crazy or just throw status out there, but Snapchat, come on, like nobody use that shit no more. Like Snapchat, people used to snap their food, but if you put that in your story somewhere else, or what you used to do. How many times you seen somebody on a block? When you want to see who on a block, that's when you hit up Snapchat, man. Facebook is for the nosy people. That's for the nosy people. That's for the people that want to know how your kid looking. Sure, you gotta be careful on there. That's what. Matter of fact, you think I'm lying? Every time you watch the ID channel, what they bring up, think about it. Think about it, bro. Think about it. When you watching the ID channel, and they be like, "Yo, Karen," and I'm not saying Karen like the white Karen. I just mean like Karen in general. Karen killed John, and we saw it on Facebook. And it was Facebook. I don't know what it is about Facebook, but too much information. What you sitting there putting your, like you put all your stuff online. Like you sitting there putting, yo, this is the high school I went to. Yo, real, they got you. Whatever you do, they got you. You jump the turnstile, you gonna get arrested 3 stops away. Like, and for the people that's not from New York, that's a train. Like, you jump the train station, and then you take the train a few stops, they got you. And that's just what it is. Like, I'm telling you, that's what it is. Like niggas like you out here putting, oh, what you ate, where you at. And trust me, most of the time nobody cares because people are not celebrities. And that's one thing too. Like it be the brokest people that want to post all day. You can't even afford to post. What are you posting for? You can't even afford to eat, let alone post. What the fuck? You out here posting fucking Little Caesars. Nobody want to see that shit. Niggas don't even eat that. Niggas walk past that shit. And I knew something, and I'm not knocking nobody. Trust me, I'm from the hood. I'm from a very bad neighborhood. I glowed up, I leveled up. I'm up now. But we not gonna talk about that. Let's talk about that on the next episode. Not the next one, but eventually. But it's crazy. I'm telling you now. Like people really be posting some wild stuff. Like I don't want to see that, bro. Like you're not gonna sit here and post a little bottle of Henny, bro. That's the little bottle. That's the tiny one. Show me the 50. Show me the 90. Stop showing me the $10 joint, bro. Don't show me the individual size fireball drinks. I don't want to see that. It's gone already. By the time you posted it, it was gone. You fuck around, hit that shit by accident, it's gonna pour out. You done. It's not even a shot no more. I'm dead ass. You know that's the truth. Them big bottles you can't even knock over. They too heavy. They strong. Strong back. Yo, you ever seen a chick with a strong back? That shit is crazy. Shoulders mad wide. We ain't gonna talk about that. Yo, I'll holler at you. Come back. Just come back. Come back. All right? I'll talk to you later. Oh, so you came back. See, that's what I like. See, we building trust between each other now. We building trust. I'm like, come back, so you come back, and then we talking. You listening. That's the thing. People don't listen. Matter of fact, we're not gonna get into the listen part yet. We're gonna talk about the backs. You ever seen chicks with a big ass back? Like you could eat breakfast off that shit. And the crazy part is you don't know how their body is. Like their legs could be small, their legs could be big, but they back be mad crazy, mad long. Like they making tackles on Sunday. Like they 4th and 8. Like they sitting there tackling people for losses and shit. Like what sport you playing looking like that? And I'm not throwing shade at nobody. I always say I'm not throwing shade at nobody because, oh, let's talk about it then. Yo, where the fuck is the ugly people now, man? How the fuck no? There's no such thing as an ugly person no more. You ever thought about that? When you was in school, you know it was mad ugly people. It was literally like not even trying to be crazy. It was like 5 people that were good looking, 20 people that look decent, and a lot of people like to say they was part of that decent crowd, but niggas be Chewbacca in the face ass niggas. Then you go down there, and everybody else was just ugly, bro. Like you had a nigga that had like 3 teeth, and I'm not talking about he put veneers on and that saved him. No, he looked crazy. Like he looked like he was stealing your lunch every day. Like he looked bananas, bro. Like the nigga was straight dirty. Yeah, niggas looking like Linus from fucking Charlie Brown with dirt clouds around their body, just chasing you, acting crazy. Like where are these people, bro? Like you go online, you walking out, well, nah, you be seeing them shits outside, and I be saying that. Like you see them people outside, but you don't see them people online. Cause online, everybody's fire. Am I bugging? Online, everybody fire. Niggas be in a, people be in the right light on the right day at the right time. The lunar eclipse coming. Shorty ain't got 3 chins no more cause the lunar eclipse hit her the right way. It's crazy. It's crazy. Dude out here, he been broke his whole life, but he on a yacht. How he got on a yacht, bro? He don't even know how to spell that. How he got there? This don't make no sense. A lot of this shit don't be making no sense, bro. But I'm dead serious. Like you go online, you be like, yo, where's all the 4s and the 3s? Everybody's a 10, everybody's a 9. And people say 9 just to be cool. Half the time, these girls' hair is not even done. Ever. Your hair ain't been done. It's 12 months in a year, bro. Your hair was done on your birthday and Christmas. Thanksgiving, you had a do-rag on. Like, I don't understand. Like, what is going on? There's always an excuse. Dudes be sharing clothes. I don't knock you, bro. Share away. But just stop posting shit. There's no way y'all niggas like the same pants, the same shirts. Get different colors. Try different brands. I don't know. It's just crazy, but they missing. They're missing, bro. I mean, when I was in school, there was an albino. It was an albino dude in my class. He got beat up because he was wilding out. Let me tell you a story real quick. So we was in class. I'll never forget. We was in Spanish class, and it was a Spanish girl. She used to hold me down crazy. Like she used to like do my tests and all that stuff. They can't get me now. It's like a statute of limitation. They can't fuck with me. So she used to do my test, and then she used to give it back to me, and I would get 100 all the time on my shit. You already know. So, cause I'm black and Puerto Rican, so I got a front like if I know everything about everything when I don't know shit about shit. But whatever, it is what it is. So, boom. Teacher swore I know Spanish. The albino kid, he was sitting in front of me. The girl was sitting to the right of me, and it was, regular dude, associates. Y'all in class, so it is what it is. You gotta say hi sometimes if you see the dude at the store. He was behind me, some dude. So the albino kid, he just started making noise. He like hitting his desk, boom, boom. He hitting his desk, making beats. So the dude behind me, I guess he was just having a bad day. Mind you, this shit is like fifth grade, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, having a bad day in fifth grade is literally having, like, getting a fucked up school lunch, bro. Because sometimes, let's sidetrack. Sometimes your mom ain't have it, bro. But we ain't gonna talk about being broke. We'll save that for down the line. Sometimes your mom ain't have it, and that school lunch was yuck. So your ass was hungry. So the albino kid just hitting on the table, boom, 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 boom. Dude come out of nowhere. He's like, yo, stop. I'm not playing with you. Stop. Albino kid keep going. He like, stop. I'm not playing with you. Albino kid keep going. The dude got up. The albino kid got up. So I guess the albino kid was like, you know what? I'm not going to hit you, but I'm going to show you how tough I am. So the dude started punching the albino kid crazy in his face. And the dude not flinching. The albino kid just eating that shit. Security just separated them. It was over. Now my question is, what the fuck? Is the albino kid tough for taking 50 punches in the face and smiling? Or is the other kid tough for punching the dude, period? Because, some people not built like that. Like, some people, you just talk crazy. Like, you forever talking crazy. You don't want no smoke. And when smoke come, you call the cops. We're going to save that for another episode. We're going to save it all. But that's just what it is. So it's like, I say that to say this. Where's the albino kid? I don't know. He gone. Like, where are these people? And people try to say, oh, cause you fat, you ugly. Cause you skinny, too skinny, you ugly. Nah, my homeboy, he love big girls. He look at skinny girls, oh, you ugly. He love big girls. Some people that love skinny girls, that don't automatically, like, it don't automatically violate you. Especially if you carry yourself correctly. Like, sometimes, you put on the right thing, you valid. But where are they, bro? Like, where are these people? They just be missing. Like, and then sometimes you can't even tell because you walking right past them. So you sit there and you walk past a regular person. You're like, oh, yeah, cool. No picture. You walk around probably, I ain't gonna say hundreds, but you walk around a lot of people every single day. But then you take their social media, you look at that, oh wow. I know people that don't even, you don't wear makeup except on occasion, holidays and birthdays and what the, you're not even the same. That's not you. That's not you. That's not you. Who is this? And I'm not throwing shade at only females because dude, you got like 3 outfits, bro. 3 outfits. You waiting. Them outfits is special. You waiting. Especially dudes that wear Crocs everywhere. So we gonna stop playing. You not, bro. You got the movies in Crocs? That's crazy. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? How you got the movies in Crocs, man? You ain't got nothing to take your girl out with? Y'all at Top Golf? There's no traction in your shoes. Summertime, you got a tank top on. It's not for the look. Where your shirt at? You ain't got no clothes? What is this? We in New York. Mad buildings everywhere. The sun, it's summertime and the sun not even coming through. The sun is hitting the building. It's still cold. Oh my goodness. $10 outfits. Let's talk about it. If you wearing a $10 outfit, yo, you really gotta have, your shoe game gotta be crazy. Your accessory game gotta be crazy. I don't want to hear no, oh, you throwing shots at Fashion Nova and Shein. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Because at the end of the day, you could get it off. As long as you look good or you put yourself together right, you could get it off. But your accessory game got to be crazy. We're going to talk about that later too. We're going to talk about everything. Because it's me and you now. It's me and you now. Yes, sir. But I appreciate you. But you got to come back, though. Come back. All right? Don't leave. Just come back. Yo, you know the crazy part? I was dead gonna, like, redo my whole first podcast, the whole first episode, because I was like, I feel like it's too calm compared to everything else. But I do feel like that's a message. That's a big message that people should hear. You know, especially if you rocking with me. You know, you coming back for the sauce, for the juice, for the vibe. You should hear, some kind of positivity. Because like, this is not no Joe Budden podcast. Like, I don't know too much about music. You try to get into that, I don't know. I told y'all about them side twerking ass niggas, man. I told y'all about all this. Like the girl music, I don't even know, man. I don't know nothing. But it is what it is. I'm not no comedian, so I can't even be making jokes. I could try to make a joke, but I don't know. This is just truth, man. This is an observation podcast. That's what it is. It's our observation. You want to hear some observation, some shit that you go through every day? Why niggas be hating on you every day? Think about that, bro. Think about the hate. And the crazy part is, half of us, we not even popping like that. You're not even popping, period. I remember on Facebook, you would see on Facebook, they'd be like, yo, this person's Facebook famous because they got a bunch of friends that they never met and they never seen and all this stuff like that. And you like that you aspire to be like them. Now that girl pregnant, baby father, you don't know where he at. He gone. Same thing with the guys. Same thing. You like, oh, that dude is lit. He gone, man. He a club promoter. The club been shut down, but he's still promoting it. You promoting a club that don't exist. That shit a meta club. It's a virtual club. It's crazy. Like, it's really, really crazy out here now. Like, it's just crazy. People hate on you for anything, bro. Like, people really hate on you for anything. And you just gotta be careful. Because you know what it is? It's cool to have haters at a distance. Because you know that dumbass saying, oh, have your friends close and your enemies closer. Why? So they can stab you? The fuck you got your enemies closer for? Leave them niggas across the street. I don't want no close ass enemies. That don't make sense. Like, that's the thing. People just say shit that sound good. That's a dumbass thing to say. Why the fuck would I want a room full of enemies, bro? Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, what are we talking about here? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Now my friends can't even stop them niggas from stabbing me. They can't stop the bad vibes. Like, it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, somebody hate on you. All you do, bro, just keep a mental note of it. That's it. That's all I do. Just keep a mental note and be like, yo, when I'm up, just know you not gonna be up either. Like, when I'm up, I'm up. That's me. I'm up. That's the thing, because people hate on you for no reason. Like, you hating on me, like, there's levels to the hate too, bro. I'm telling you that. It's cool to have the little comments, because you dead be there with a whole person that you think is your friend, and they mad because your life is a little better than theirs, but y'all both in the same vibe. Say y'all both work at Target, y'all both Target workers, but at lunch, you go across the street to McDonald's. They got a sandwich from their crib. Sometimes that sandwich hit harder than, McDonald's, depending on what McDonald's you going to. But still, they got a sandwich. They tight. They tight because they ain't bring no chips. They might have forgot they drink. It is what it is. But they tight. So you get back with your McDonald's, they be like, oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this dude. He hyped because he got McDonald's today. Boom, that's hate. I'm telling you. That's how it start, bro. That's how it start. Little bit. A little bit of hate go a long way. Now, a lot of people, like, you could use that as motivation. Be like, damn, like, get off of get off of me. Like, you can use that as motivation. That's cool. But just be wary of that, man. Just think about it. You can get it from your family. Like, sometimes family members be hating on you, bro. Like, you got uncles, dads, and stuff. Like, bro, how your dad mad that your girl look better than your mom? Let's talk about it. You went out there and bagged her. I love my mom. I love my mom. But you loved her in another nasty little nigga way. Now you mad cause my shorty. All right, we gonna leave that alone. Cause we getting crazy now. But you know that's how it be. Your mom mad at you cause your ass bigger than hers. You a female. That's crazy. Don't. You look better than your mom, so she's tight at you now. She made a mistake and threw your wig in the garbage. That shit got thrown out. Like, it be shit like that, bro. It's hate. That hate is crazy. I'm telling you, they be hating. You be in a whole relationship with somebody and they hate on you, bro. You ever went to the mall? You go to the mall, buy a new pair of sneakers. You get home, niggas like, your girl say, "Oh, what you? Them shits is what you got them sneakers for?" Like, damn, bro. Like, you could have just asked me for a pair. I would have bought you a pair. You ain't have to come at me like that. That's the craziness, man. It's out there. I'm telling you, it's out there. And we not even gonna go into the racism. Some people just wake up like, "Oh, you black, you a nigga, I hate you." Crazy. That's we ain't got the 10 minutes for that. That's crazy. Like, I don't understand how you wake up mad at people, man. How you wake up angry, bro? What were you thinking about? People like to front on me, try to say stuff about me because I don't dream. And I don't know, man. I just don't dream. Like, when I go to sleep, I wake up. Maybe that's some robot shit. I don't know. But maybe it's some people that dream, like, you dreaming that people beating you up in your sleep. You mad that you close your eyes and it's black. I don't know. Like, I don't know what is going on with you. Like, I don't get it. But I'm telling you, man, like, you gotta watch that hate around you, man. Cause your life gotta be balanced, bro. You gotta have good vibes, bad vibes, everything. And if you got a bunch of people just hating around you, but you can't control your surroundings. You can't control your vibe. You can't control, the mood that you in, bro. And most of the time, the people hating around you not doing better than you. Like, how you mad at me? You mad at me for achieving something. Niggas can't even achieve the littlest things. Imagine, motherfuckers can't even achieve reading a book, but you mad at me. Like, that don't make no sense. You mad because I hopped in an Uber. You got the app? You hopping turnstiles and I'm hopping in an Uber. I said, yo, I'm gonna go get a whip. Nah, man, nah. You shouldn't do that. I'm gonna go apply for a job. You mad because I can't chill with you? We not doing nothing. There's only so many movies we gonna watch, man. Like, it just don't. I'm telling you, man. You gotta focus up, man. Focus up. Stop playing. Focus up. And you can always tell. You can always tell the hate by what somebody eat. You don't think you think I'm fronting? Think about it. You could always tell the hate by the way a person eat. Them same meals that you used to have when you was like 10, 11, and they like 20, and they eating the same meals, they got some hate in their heart, bruh. Niggas, them hot dog eating ass people, bruh. $1 slice ass niggas, bro. Ramen noodles forever. Not because it's a choice. Because you got some people that be on some, oh, it's a choice. I care. Yeah. It's a choice. Nah. I'm talking about when you go in a freezer and there's nothing but ice cubes there, bro. and mad freezer burn ass meat. Why that? Well, how long that meat been there to get freezer burned? Shit look like a fucking Harry Potter put a spell on that shit. Disgusting. You're nasty. I'm telling you, man. Grown ass Capri Sun drinkers, yo. I'm telling. You know what? We gonna leave it at that, man. We gonna leave it at that. Just be careful, y'all. Be careful. Just don't let nobody fuck your mood up, man. And make sure you bring your ass back. All right? Bring your ass back so we can keep talking, man. Listen, bottom line, you can't be out there when it come down to dating. You can't. You gotta strike fear in your partner's heart, and that's it. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, hi, thanks for coming back. Think about it. I'm dead ass. That's how I go. You can't sit there and be some ugly fugly dude and you dating a bad chick and think she not violating you. That's how I go. And you can't be no ugly fugly girl dating some high class dude and thinking he not violating you. That's just how I go. You gotta scare each other into being loyal and faithful. That's it. That's how it is. You think I'm lying? It's the fucking truth. No ways about it. A million people been through it. A million people have it. That's just how it goes. Period. I'm sorry. Like, and there's no, oh yeah, that's from your experience and this is that. No, bruh, no. Everybody wants to know that their partner is wanted by somebody else. And even if you don't, a lot of people lie. Think about it. How many times have you seen some weird looking couple? And matter of fact, it's not even about a weird looking couple. Like, I'll sit there on a train. Shorty will be really like a five. Dude chilling. She'll look at me. All of a sudden, he do a backflip into her lap. He's sitting on her lap, holding her face to face. I can't even see her no more. Not saying that I'm looking at her to engage in her, but shit, maybe she's sitting behind the damn subway mat. Maybe I don't know where I'm getting off on my stop. But that's how I go. Like, everybody wants to think that everybody is wanted. That goes back to everybody swearing, that everybody's a 10. Online, yes, everybody's a fucking 10 online because you could sit there, you could do whatever the hell you want to do and make yourself look good. In person is kind of a different story. Like, and then on some everyday stuff, remember, every day people don't got it. You know who got it every day because you can tell by the wardrobe. You can tell by how you carry yourself. Because, some people like to sit there and say, oh, man, I'm filthy rich, but I dress like I'm homeless. No, you homeless, bro. Like, you look like you homeless. Like, that's it. That's it. You might be filthy rich, but like the thing is, you don't have to show nobody nothing. But when you in front of me like that, you just look like you homeless. Like, I don't care about none of the metaphors and none of that shit. Like, did you wash your ass today? Like, you're not doing that. Like, that's not how it goes, bro. All these little tricks of the trades and all these little weird things, that's not how it goes. Like, that's a problem. Like, people don't live in reality. Like, you create these fucking bubbles to where you maximize your potential. Oh, that was crazy. Think about it. Let's go back to a school aspect. Big bubble of popular kids, big bubble of sports kids, big bubble of and in those of weird kids. Guess what? In that bubble of weird kids, in the bubble of sports kids, in the bubble of let's just say what the popular kids, there were people that were at the top of that bubble. There were people that were the best of that crew, and that's what it looks like happened to society. Everybody sits around with their crew. You got like 3, 4 people that you really know, like on a daily basis, and you're like, yo, where the it crew? So you kind of ignore the rest of the world, and the rest of the world could look at you crazy. Not saying that nobody's opinion matters, because the opinion don't matter. But this is just a little bit of reality, because at the end of the day, when you break through that, that's when you start seeing different things. You start experiencing different parts of life. And that's the whole point. The whole point is to maximize your life, like to live your life. How can you live your life if you're the you're the you're the you're the best trapper on your block? literally like a 350-foot block. That's yours. You that dude. You've been there for 20 years. Sounds scary, but it's true, man. Some people like don't be satisfied with nothing. Some people are just satisfied with nothing. Like when you open your eyes, you good, man. There's so much out there, so much to see, so much to do. And there's no influence. I'm not trying to influence you. There's nothing. You got enough people in the world trying to influence you. Shit. But we're gonna talk back about the about the ugly people. No, not the ugly people. Like the relationships and stuff like that. It's really, really like that. Like if you don't believe me, think about your past relationships. You ever been cheated on? A lot of times you get cheated on because somebody sits there and they give your partner another option, and they give your partner an option to where they make it seem like that option is better than you. That's all it is. It's not even nothing crazy because half the time when you see somebody, they don't look better than you. The girl doesn't look better than the guy. The guy doesn't look better than the girl. Like you can be with a girl and you pull better girls than her, more attractive females than her. But that's just somebody that you connect more to. So you've been with her longer. You have more in common with her. And she could dare cheat on you with somebody else. Why? Because in that 2 week, 1 month, whatever the span is, he put that idea in her head. Listen, with me, it's so different. You're not gonna be home and be bored. You're not gonna be home doing nothing. You're gonna be on this jet. You're gonna be flying around. We have so much in common, and it's all the conversation. And that's what comes into copy and paste because you have to be careful because if this is a little sauce between the sauce. If a girl sits there and say, "Hey, I'm very spiritual," guess what? I am too. We're both spiritual now. So now we have so much in common. So now, boom, the dude that's in your house that you love so much, he's not spiritual. Look at him. He's weird. We're not weird. Back to the regularly scheduled program. So now, like I said before, when it's a guy and a girl, all they do in order to fall into that trap is they give you a part. They try to give you something that you think is missing. That's all it is. So you're sitting there and you're talking and you're like, oh, yeah, wow. I don't do this. I don't do that. And in that split second, you think everything is so amazing. Everything will be so different. And then, boom, you're right back at square one. Because a lot of people, men or female, you don't really test the situation, and you can't test it because you're in a whole relationship. So a lot of people don't just say, "Hey, I'm gonna leave this relationship because I want to try something with this person." You let that person test drive you, and that's already the worst case scenario because the person is looking at you like, "Huh, like you're violating somebody. Why the hell would I ever value you?" So it's just a little bit of sauce that I try to give y'all, and that's just what it is. So there's levels to everything, man. There's levels to all of this. Like, is dating up, dating down? Oh, but trust me, there's problems with dating down too. Because when you date down, say you're a very attractive person and you date down, that person constantly feels insecure and they constantly feel like they have something to prove to you. And that comes from everything. Like, it comes from everything. Like, they might want to buy you gifts. They may want to get surgery. They may want to do something. You don't know what this person will do to try to get on your level. Like there's a lot. Like there's a lot going on. So that's pretty much what it is. Like there's issues in every single aspect. So that's why you sit there and you have to strike fear in each other. It sounds crazy. It really sounds crazy. But let me take away the fear. It's not really, it's not fear per se. It's just respect. You have to show respect. Listen, I can fuck you over just as good as you can fuck me over. But let's just fuck each other. And that's just what it comes down to. So when you actually find that middle ground, that's what it is. Don't go with a guy that done messed up a million times. Don't go with a girl that done messed up a million times, done tried a million different situations. At the end of the day, when you find that middle ground, you'll be happy. I tell you guys all the time, life is about balance. Don't take nothing I say too serious. Just make sure you come back. That's always the moral of the story. Bring your ass back here. What's up, y'all? So listen, I tried to play fair. Y'all know I be sitting here joking, we be on our personal shit. So I'm scrolling down TikTok and I saw this black creator, minority, whatever you want to call these people. And he was getting canceled for something his ex-girlfriend was saying. Like he literally was losing thousands upon hundreds of thousands of followers, money opportunities, mad stuff like that. And I don't understand this. Like, over the years you sit back and you watch these coaches, these weird internet coaches, these weird real life coaches come out of nowhere and they try to do crazy stuff. But this, like to get canceled for something that somebody else did, first of all, for some strange reason, it's only black or Spanish, whatever. It's only minority that could get canceled. That's it. Like as a minority, you just get money. You don't get power. Think about it. You really don't get the power to do nothing. There's people that got $1 billion and made no change in their community. They don't do anything. You look at all these basketball players passing turkeys out. You eat the turkey, it's gone. That's it. Not doing nothing. No shout out to basketball players, actors, everybody. Anybody that gets real money, think about it. Like what's really happening? What's really going on? And that's the thing. You see, you go out there and black people getting curb stomped, and on the street they getting a Seth Rollins curb stomp like it's WWE every day. And what happened? A cop will lose his job, 60K a year, and then his community will give him what 500K. He get paid to do this crazy stuff. He get paid, bruh, to do crazy stuff. Like they getting paid. But then you sit there and say nigga somewhere, and you got people with Black Panther masks coming at you, like you started a war with Wakanda. Like this is crazy. Like what are we talking about here? Like it's really, really crazy. Like it's insane. Like how people think, bro. Like it's insane. Like God forbid you say something about abortion, they'll get this whole podcast out of here. But dudes again, but black people getting suplexed off roofs and nobody cares. Nobody cares. We on to the next thing. We got wild celebrities talking about nothing. Like what's going on? Like it's crazy to me. Like I don't understand this. Now you can literally get canceled for somebody that you have no ties with this person, and you can literally get canceled out the blue. And that's why I do what I do, bro. Like I tried to chill, tried to be a regular person, and it's just too much, bro. Like this doesn't make sense, bro. It really doesn't make any type of sense. Like what's next, bro? Like what is next? Like this is crazy. And then all people say is you don't understand. You don't understand. Like everybody says you don't understand, but nobody wants to teach you. Nobody wants to like what don't I understand? How don't you understand people violating? Like people literally will violate you and say you don't understand and walk away. Like there's a lot of delusional people in this world, man. And we're gonna talk about that delusional on the next one. But this whole cancel stuff is crazy to me, bro. Like it's really crazy. Like I remember on TikTok, there was a whole big thing where they had, a whole bunch of black creators. We People are stealing our dance and they're making money. Like you make up a dance. The dance is in Fortnite. You're not even getting paid. That's a whole video game. The dance is on a Coca-Cola commercial. You're not even getting paid. You're not getting nothing. But then somebody else take your shit. Look at I Show Speed. There's a gamer, or there's a personality dude. This dude has millions and millions of followers, just being himself. Then there was another creator that came along. We're not even gonna talk races. We're not gonna talk race. Another creator came along, took his whole style, and he's not as popular as him, but he's successful. How do you just steal a person's life, bro? How do you steal the person's everything? And that's your career. Like my career is literally his life. That's crazy to me. That's insane. Like, what are we talking about? And it's okay. And that's the thing. And back to the whole TikTok stuff that everybody got tight. Oh yeah, man. The black creators were saying that white creators was taking their stuff and benefiting more off it. They're like, oh, we going to take a break. We going to take a break. We not going to do nothing. Okay, cool. They, mind you, they never took the break. The break was like for 20 minutes, but it is what it is. Like, I don't knock you. You still got to make your money. But that's just what it is. They just was taking stuff from them. They kept taking dances from them. And they was making way more money. And that's just how it goes because there's literally no support system, bro. There's no support system. Even the highest of the high, if you think about it, these black networks are being financed by, well, leave it to your imagination, man. Like, come on. Don't leave me hanging here. Like, it's common sense. Like, the most powerful people, like, what can you really do, bro? Like, where can you really go? That's why you have to become yourself. Like, that's why I don't put any emphasis on a social media platform anymore. Because I used to think about it. I'm like, yo, I can just get canceled instantly. They could just take me off this and I lose everything. So what's the point? That's why I have my own website. That's why I have my own stuff. Because I'm like, listen, I could be, I make sure I keep all my own content. Because I'm like, they could get rid of me easily. You don't like what I'm saying? I'm gone. And that's the thing, bro. Like, it's just, you have to understand, like, all of this stuff, like, there's a hierarchy. And even if you don't want to believe it, it's literally right in front of you. It's just people refuse to say something about it. Like, no matter what you say, there's a problem. Like, there's literally a problem with every fucking thing that you say. There's somebody that's not going to like it, somebody that's going to try to get you out of here, out of here. But then for the most blatant, crazy, even sometimes criminal acts, is brushed under the rug. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's insane, bro. Like, it's really insane. And nobody speaks up, bro. Like, you will literally have conversations with people and you'll talk about like the dumbest stuff. Like, I could sit on TikTok and talk about baby fathers, baby moms, and relationships and all this stuff that doesn't matter. It doesn't exist. But then when you sit there and talk about like being successful and things like, nobody cares. Nobody want to do nothing. Half the time, the people around you are trying to scam you. You got all these classes. Like this dude make $10,000 a year selling pamphlets to you about how to make money. Like, it's just crazy. Oh my God. Like, the cancel culture is insane. And I wish I would try. I'm sure somebody's gonna try to get me out of here. I'm sure somebody's gonna have some weird comment or weird post or weird something about, hey, this dude doesn't like, I don't have, listen, everything that I say just comes from observation. So you could sit there and say that I put a spin on this, I put a spin on that. I've literally lived on this planet and I've watched and I intake information. And what I realized is people do not want you to know what's done in the dark. There are a lot of disgusting, fucked up people that do a lot of disgusting, fucked up things. And they do not want you to know what is done there. So they come out, and once they step out their house, once they step into the public, once they step into life, everything is magically washed away and everything is okay. Like, it's like it doesn't work like that, bro. You can't hide the truth. You can't hide actions. You can't hide results. It just, everybody wants to have an opinion. Everybody, and no, trust me, you ain't even gotta listen to me, man. I'm just gonna tell you, and I told you from day one, I'm not gonna stop saying what you think. You can, I'm not gonna stop saying what's obviously being done. Like it's common sense, bro. So when they come and try to get me out of here, which one day when they come in the Wakanda mask and a few a few vanilla sprinkles, y'all know the vibes and like I'm not going nowhere. Like it's not gonna happen, bro. It's not. I promise you. It's just insane. Like it's really really crazy. Like this cancel culture. Like people pick and choose what they want to say, what they want to do. Ah, man. But yeah, thanks for coming, man. Just come back. We got a lot to talk about, man. Just come back. I cancel. I wish man, I want all the smoke. I wish I would try to cancel me. Fuck out of here. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm going now. Listen, yeah. See, last episode got a little crazy. A little bit crazy. I just wanted to take this time to apologize to absolutely nobody, nigga. We ain't apologizing. It don't matter. Like I told y'all, this is just life, man. We just gonna do whatever the fuck we want to do, and we gonna keep shit pushing. That's it. Last time we talking about all these crazy ass people trying to cancel everybody. This time we talking about delusional people. So yo, delusional people. These are people that literally live within a bubble. Like these are people that just live on their own word. And you can't do shit about them because those are the type of people that literally walk into so many mistakes and life just fucks them up all the time. They blame everybody else up under the sun, everybody else up under the sea, Ariel, Little Mermaid, everybody's fucked up. Everybody doing something to them. The whole world's out to get them. Pe- niggas be Niggas don't even be having jobs thinking the whole world out to get you. How the fuck you ain't working and the whole world out to get you? Nobody even know you. You can't even leave. You ain't even leave your house today, and you think somebody looking for you. That's crazy. What? What? Like, yeah. What are we talking about? Like that makes no sense. I had a conversation with somebody, they was like, "Yo, 1 plus 1 is 10." And you was like, "Yo, tell me, how does that make sense?" And they say, "I don't want to talk anymore." That's just it. When you deal with delusional people, like they just believe whatever the fuck they want to believe. Like they believe anything. And I'm not talking about no scary shit like aliens or like for real Freddy Krueger, but some of that should be real. Like some of that stuff, like they will bring shit like down to you, bro. They'll be like, yo, did you know that if you leave your doorknob on 60 degrees, that should be summoning your ancestors to come and talk to you while you sleep? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? My grandfather been dead for like 10 years. He not coming, no, like, he not coming to talk to me. This ain't no Wakanda. This ain't no Disney movie. This ain't no, like, what are we talking about? Lion King? This is crazy. I just I don't get it. I don't understand. And don't get me wrong. It, a lot of times when let's cut it in half. When you deal with a delusional female, she just fights with her brain. She'll literally have a conversation by herself. That's why I say thank you for coming. A big part is listening. A big part is just listening. And it's hard to listen. That's why my episodes are short as fuck. Because it's hard to listen. It's hard for people to sit down and listen. Because you like to talk over people. You ever had like people that are just talking over you? That's why I always say, don't ever be in a conversation where you're trying to get a point across. Because there's no points to get across. You can tell how somebody values you if they listen to you. That's all. That's literally it. If the person listens to you, they value you. If you're going back and forth arguing and they're talking over you, and it's the same thing. Like you might realize that you don't value somebody else because you're talking over them. You don't want to hear like, shut the fuck up. I have to tell you this. But a lot of times, what people don't understand is when you're trying to get your point across, the other person's not listening because they're trying to get their point across too. So it's two hard-headed dummies just trying to get their point across. But let's go back to the delusion. Now, the delusion is literally when a person is like, you can walk out the room and they'll have a conversation with themselves. And that's crazy. Like, that makes no sense. Like, and sometimes it be rooted from other things you never even been there before. Shorty like, yo, I hate when people throw rags on the floor of my bathroom. You made a mistake and knocked over the rag. The shit is on the floor. I hate when people knock shit. You're like, bro, this is my first time being here. Why are you so upset? This shit is like hostile. Like, I feel unsafe now. Like, I don't understand why you angry like this. And that's just what it is. With guys, it's the same thing. Guys have there's a lot of delusional guys too. Let a girl say hi. Let a girl say hi to a dude. Y'all married. Y'all got a whole family in his head. 3 babies. I'm not gonna say a house because most niggas don't even want a house. Most niggas just happy with a room. You got 3 babies, 2 in the closet, 1 in the dresser drawer. It's crazy out here. It's really, really crazy. And y'all sitting here like it's just y'all don't get it, man. The delusion, the attention, all this stuff, like they're all signs, man. They're all drugs. Like it's all meant to just fuck up your success, man. It's all meant to tear you down. It's crazy. Like all these dumbass conversations people be having. Like, what are you talking to somebody for? Like, imagine you'll sit there and talk to your girl. You be like, yo, can you go to the store? And you arguing with her over what she wearing. She arguing with you over what you wearing. For what? That makes no sense. At the end of the day, if y'all gotta argue, then like, what's the point, bro? And sometimes it's just like you've been in the source way, way too long that you're used to it. And delusion is a form of some craziness, man. It's a lot of shit. Like I told you before, you don't even know where that shit coming from. Like people be finding with their inner demons. It's been plenty of times where you could sit there and watch a movie. And some show you come in the room like, yo, you know what I'm tired of? Like what? What the fuck? What are you tired of? It be the same shit. It be the same shit the person doing. You could be talking to somebody that literally sit in their crib all day. But if they sit in your crib, they want to kill you. They fucking shit up. They breaking shit. You like, what the fuck? But when we go to your crib, shit is all cool. But I'm telling you, it's not just females, it's guys too. Niggas be delusional too. I'm telling you. People think ride or die. Ride or die is giving them their whole paycheck. You a whole man, bro. What you taking her money for? It's cool. Teamwork is fine. How many times you gonna invest in DraftKings, bro? You losing all the money betting on Jordan. Jordan not even playing basketball no more. That nigga been retired. When he tell you that, it's over. You never gonna see that 500 again. Like, what do you? Oh my God! It's just crazy out here, man. Like it's getting really sick. It's getting really, really sick. And the status is the money is becoming the status. So if you got the money, you Gucci, and that's cool. That's no problem. It's fine. All these weirdos be online talking about, yo, give me money before I see you. Shut up. You sound dumb. Nobody's giving you nothing. Like, what are you talking about? The whole point is to get to the bag. That's fine. Morally, some people do some wild shit to get to the bag. That's on you. God bless you. Let God whatever whatever floats your boat, whatever gets you to the other side of whatever the street, however the chicken crossed whatever road. But when you got to deal with crazy shit and you ain't even getting nothing out of it, like y'all niggas is consistently eating Chinese food and you sitting here fist fighting on Christmas, it's not it, man. I'm telling you, there are better days, bro. Like there are days where you don't have to deal with the craziness, and that's the thing. You got people that call you 500 times. Niggas is not calling you 500 times because they care about you, because they love you. They calling you $500 because they need you. They need something from you. There's something that you do that's literally worth something to them. But it's just the listening part, bruh. Connect the dots. I told y'all before, a little bit of obsession is okay in a relationship. You got to be into your girl, she got to be into you. But if you do not listen to each other, then that's a red flag because probably the money is involved, sex, who knows, whatever. Whatever keeps y'all intertwined is definitely not worth being intertwined. So stay away from crazy fucking people, man. Delusional fucking people. Because it's easy. It's easy to fall into a trap. And you literally, you sit there. Well, there's no watch that tells you about years. But you sit there and you're like, whoa, what the fuck did I do? See you next time. Yo, tell me why. I was walking to the store, right? And I saw these kids had to be like 8, 9 years old. These little kids was walking like to the store, chilling, going to get some sandwiches and stuff like that. And it's crazy because, like, in this climate, you get in trouble for doing anything, for saying anything. But that's not the only time. I go pick up, my kid from school, and I see kids younger than him. He's young. I see kids younger than him walking home, and I'm like, I just don't get it. I don't understand how these kids like. Okay, the two kids I saw were fat, but that doesn't change the fact that like they were little ass kids. Like maybe they could have beat up a grown man if they tried to attack them or whatever. But still, it just I don't understand like the mindset. Is it okay for like the boy kids to go home and not the girl kids? The girl like I just don't understand when is it okay? Matter of fact, we're not even gonna talk about that. What we gonna talk about? Why people hate their kids? It be people that really hate their kids. Like, like how do you why would you rather go to the club than chill with your child, bro? Like, and don't get me wrong, everybody need fun, but some people be OD excessive, bro. And don't get me to they got some people that don't even want kids, don't like kids. That's a whole nother thing. Like, there's some things we'll talk about my fears another time. There's some things I'm scared of. There's some wild shit that I'm scared of. Cool. But to sit there like how can you talk about legacy and financing and investing and you don't want kids? That's like the ultimate investment because that's what keeps your legacy and investing going on. Like that's what keeps you in the game. That's I don't know. That's kind of crazy. And yeah, I was in the hood. They were little hood kids running around and stuff like that. I guess they could. Maybe they could fend for themselves even better. And I'm not wishing no bad on nobody. Trying to say that kids need to be out here fist fighting and like stabbing people and shit, like Chucky. But still, like I don't understand. Like, how do you just say, all right, when you leave second grade, make sure you walk 10 blocks home. Like, damn, you can't go pick your child. Like my kid is in third grade, bro, and I'll sit there and say, hey, can you pass me the remote? This nigga, he's searching. He outside. He in the garbage looking for fucking Waldo, bro. The simplest shit. And mind you, he's in a advanced class. He's in an advanced school. He got picked up by New York State. Yeah, we in New York. You already know the vibe. And he's in an advanced school. And it be simple things that sometimes kids don't understand. And and these parents be putting some wild shit on them, bro. They be like, yo, I need you to walk 10 blocks, take the train, 12 stops to the bus. When you get on the bus that go past Krispy Kreme and bring me 2 donuts back. Like what? Like what are we talking about? Why are you doing this? Also, you don't miss what? What are you watching? Half all that Netflix shit, it stays in the same spot. It don't move from there. That shit is not no weekly shit. It's like 50 episodes of any show that just sits there. You could pause that shit and go pick up your damn child. It's crazy. I don't get it, bro. Like, it's certain shit I just don't understand. And then we're not even gonna talk about the other kids, like the kids that be mad. Like, I'm talking about my son is advanced, like he's smart, but he not really street smart. And we know them street smart kids. Like I'm walking down the block, little kid like, bro, you probably shouldn't go down that block. Like what? Nigga, you like 10 years old? Like I could kick you across the street. And you telling me I can't go down that block? That's crazy. He like, yo, I would advise you not to go down that block. Nigga not in school. He got two do-rags on. He not in school. But he's advising me not to go down that block. Something bad gonna happen going down that block. That's crazy. And those the little niggas that be selling anything. How you selling me a honey bun in front of the store? 5 cents off the regular price. Honey bun costs 50 cents. Your shit 45. Yeah, I'm buying yours, nigga. It's cheaper. Like these kids sell everything, man. Socks. They sell it all. Like it's just crazy out here. I seen kids like this is why these kids grow up. They be like fucking 15 years old, bro. They got full-fledged jobs already. They're not even legal. They got full-fledged jobs. They done been through life. I'm sitting on the train. Little nigga sitting across from me talking about, yeah, man, my baby mother wilding out. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Nigga 17 years old. How you got a baby moms? And this ain't that Teen Mom shit on MTV. Nah. This ain't no Teen Mom. That's like his third. He was like, yo, I fucked up on the other two, but I'm gonna try with this one. What? Oh my God. Like these niggas have life experiences. They be really having life experiences out here. Little niggas will teach you something. That's what I'm saying. Just take the information in, man. It's crazy. It's insane. It's like shit mad expensive. These little nigga sneakers is the same. Them shits cost as soon as they hit from a kid to a toddler, that should go up like $100. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And don't try to tell me, oh, that's why I don't want to have a kid. Because half the people that don't want a kid be looking crazy anyway. You out here wearing tank tops in the winter, talk about you don't want no kids. You can't have, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Shouldn't have no fucking kid then. You ain't got no coat on. You can't wear a jacket all 4 seasons. Summer and winter, you got the same jacket on. You're not hot? How you hot and cold? Using a fucking planet as the air conditioner. That don't make no sense. Like, what do you? Oh my God, man. See, this why I rock with y'all. This y'all rock with me, I rock with y'all, man. Cause y'all get it. Y'all understand. Y'all really, really understand. Like maybe it comes down to the whole, okay, they boys out there, boys get beat up, boys do stuff. But nah, some of these girls be wild. Some of these girls, they voices be mad deep. And don't tell me you ain't never seen no girl beat up a nigga in school. Don't tell me that. Cause there was a few girls that was out there smoking niggas' boots. And I ain't talking about no nice shit. They was putting hands on people. These days, what you gonna do? You can't do nothing. Like it's cool. Like you sit there, you got a cute girl, she playing tag with you. That's fine. But there was that one girl in the playground. She lifted a little bit too much. She was a little too strong, bro. And you could always tell. Because when y'all was playing basketball, she the only bitch that could shoot threes. She wasn't cute like that. But she was hitting them shits like Steph Curry. I don't want to hit. Nah, nah. You had the cute girl. You was chilling with her. Everything was fine. She could barely make a fucking layup. Then you had this bitch looking like Shaq. Had you in a post and all that. Don't even play yourself. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
But yeah, these kids, bro, people be hating on their kids. I don't understand. Like, it's crazy. We gonna get more into it because we jumped all over the place in this one. We jumped all over the place. People not caring about their kids. People not wanting kids. These kids running these streets. And then when you beat up one of these kids, it's a problem now. You're not even supposed to be. Yo, my mom used to smoke my boots, bro. If I tell you the shit, my mom's Spanish. She wasn't even black. My mom's Spanish. My dad was black. Well, he was. Well, we ain't even gonna talk about that. That's a whole autobiography episode we could get into about me. Mom dudes used to get crazy with that. She like some Mortal Kombat shit. She was on some Michelangelo Ninja Turtle shit with anything she got. She had a slipper. She smoke my shit. I got hit in like 45 different ways. And she could throw that shit. Matter of fact, all right, whatever. Let's go. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. It's too much. It's too. I'm having flashbacks and shit.
So, we're 9 episodes in, and you know, I received a little feedback because this is like like my first season, so it's like I don't really know how I want to drop the episode, and, stuff like that. Get a little bit of feedback from people, and I was told that I needed an intro. An intro? Like, who the fuck am I supposed to say? Like every single time that I come on. Well, anyway, yo, do you ever wonder where the hell these old people go? Think about it. Like, this old people. Like, I be on a train and I see it'll be 6 o'clock in the morning, and you dead see like an old ass person walking somewhere. 12 o'clock, midnight, 11:30. You see an old person walking somewhere. Like, where are they going? Like, who are they meeting up with? Like, I really feel like it's a cult or some shit out there. Like, it makes no sense at all. And they always have shopping carts. Like, they can barely walk, they can barely move, but they have a fucking shopping cart. Like, that makes no, like, what is going on here? Like, it seems like they can travel like far distances with these shopping carts. I don't know if it's like they substitute them for canes and shit, but it's just like a real thing. And I'm not sure if like wherever you guys are from, if you take like trains and stuff, but like in New York City, they're always in your way. Like, they know every, it's like they live so long that they know every entrance, every exit, and they always find the exit. They always find a way to like be in your way, bro. Like, and they walk so slow. Like, it's just crazy. Like, it makes no, like, they're just there. They're like bookmarks. Like, I swear, like, they're really like bookmarks. Like, old people are like bookmarks. Like, they're just there. They just hold up. They hold up life. And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying no crazy shit. Like, do something to them. But it's just I'm not getting. I don't understand. Like, 5 o'clock in the morning. How long does it even take? Like, an old person to get dressed? Like, 5 o'clock in the morning. Where the fuck are you going? Like, where are you going? Like, the doctor's office is not open. Like, 'cause I remember like my grandmother. She used to go to the doctor's office like every week. She would get dressed up and look like she was born in the fucking Titanic, and she would have pearls and shit on and go to the doctor's office. So I don't know why. It was a thing. That was her shit. But these old people, 5 o'clock in the morning, why are you outside? Like, and who knows? Like, who's supervising these people though? Does anybody know that they're outside? Anybody know that they're traveling these far Lord of the Rings ass distances? Like, they're having whole adventures and nobody's paying them no mind. Like, this shit is getting crazy. Think about it. Cause it's one thing. It's one thing when you sit there and you have like, you have some old people that they're part of the family. You know, in different kind of cultures. They cook really good food. Like, you know, you like to go to their house. They give you advice. Like, there's certain type of old people, like, you actually enjoy hanging out with them. Like, that's a real thing. But then there's them old people that's always outside. Like, they run the streets. And it's like, why are you consistently outside? I just that doesn't make sense. I'm not understanding what are you offering? Like like how are they making money? Well, I know the government gives old people money. I don't know how that works, but I just oh man. Anyway, so that makes me think like what happens when you actually do get old? That's actually like a scary thought too, because you know a lot of people, you know, they have a fear of this, a fear of that, but like I can't imagine like not being able to run fast. But what? Well, I guess like fat people don't run fast, so it's like that's a stupid analogy. Some people are just slow regardless. So nah. But yeah, like I said, I do think maybe there's like a meeting, like one spot where like all these old people go and they meet and they discuss certain things that like certain secrets that nobody knows. I don't want to keep running on with no crazy. I don't want to, but yeah, that's something that was really really bothering me because I've seen it for a long time. That makes you think, man. So like what do you do? Like what's gonna happen? Are you gonna be one of those people that you're just gonna be walking around aimlessly? Like are you gonna be one of those people that just hold up the trains and take baby steps? Matter of fact, I think I would like to get a wheelchair. Not even a wheelchair. You know what it is? I would like to get one of those little motorized scooters. No, no, the old people they're not on scooters. They're like motorized wheelchairs, and you press the button and you just be zooming down the street. That would be pretty cool. And you don't see that too often either. You only see like the heavy set old people. Matter of fact, you don't even see old people in there. You just see heavy set people in there. That's not throwing shade at nobody, but it's the truth. But that's what I would do. I would want maybe like an Iron Man suit or something, some crazy shit. Have me flying all over the place. But besides that, I don't know. I wish I still need some feedback on that stuff. Maybe. Oh yeah, we were supposed to talk about an intro, right? Hmm. We kind of got lost on this one, but yeah, I don't know what a good intro would be. I thought I had an intro. I thought me saying, "Hey, what's up?" and welcoming you back was the intro, but I guess that's not good enough. Hey, can't make everybody happy, but I do want to have some bonus episodes where I like get into other people's content cuz you know, a lot of stuff that I hear, a lot of stuff that I see, I definitely don't agree with. And especially from like episode 1 like I told you guys, a lot of people don't say their opinions. You're kind of scared to just be yourself. Like you know, it's like it's not okay to be yourself these days. You're either a hater or somebody you know around you is literally handling you. And I don't think people understand that. Like handlers, people that are around you that they sort of like push you in a certain direction. And it could be friends, parents, it could be a lot. Gotta, you know, think outside the box. But yeah, I can't get off that. Like, where the fuck do these old people go? I never really knew any cool old people. I always wanted somebody I could just, you know, go to, talk to. everything be, ask for advice. But everybody in the hood was like crackheads, so you really couldn't do things like that. Fuck around, get robbed, niggas steal your potato chips or some shit. Even as a kid, those ain't the people that you want to talk to. But I don't know. It makes you think, man. Times have changed. Things are getting real crazy out here in these streets. But it's cool. I'm not knocking it. But don't get old. I guess that's the moral of the story. Just don't get old. Stay young forever. Jay-Z did it, I think. Thanks. All right, man. I'm going to check in later. See you guys on the next one. That's my promise to you. Wait, maybe we should try an intro on the next one. Or maybe we should try an intro on all of them. See, that's the problem. We're trying to get the show together. Together, we're trying to get this show together. Together. Get it? Yeah, we'll get there. I promise. See ya. Damn, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, where the fuck, what intro? I don't know, bro. I'm never gonna have one, man. It's just not working for me. Yo, yo, broke people get me tight. And the crazy part is, like, everybody be having a struggle story. Cause I'm gonna touch on that. Cause when I was a kid, man, I ain't know how bad shit was. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I ain't know how bad shit was. Like, I used to eat hot dogs like Monday to Thursday, and I thought that shit was normal. Bologna sandwiches, mind you, as an adult, I've never eaten bologna. Like, once a nigga hit 18, never in my life have I ate bologna. That's how traumatized that shit made me. I don't know what the fuck is it. What the fuck is bologna, bro? That shit is like pig neck. Like, what the fuck is bologna? That shit. What animal is that, bro? Ain't that shit like a kamikaze of like 1,000 animals? I don't know what that shit is crazy. That shit color look crazy. The consistency, the taste. That's the only meat that don't taste the same. It tastes different from different fucking manufacturers. Like, shit make me tight. Fuck bologna. Noodles. People always got an excuse to eat noodles. Oh, I'm gonna eat noodles for the rest of my life. Da da da. Nigga, I don't want to eat that shit. Like, I want to eat it when I want to eat it, bro. Not because that's the only shit left. Like, I had it rough. Like, we dead had it rough. You want to hear how rough we had it? Like, I know some of y'all seen that everybody hates Chris. And y'all seen, like, they were trying to save money and stuff like that. Yo, my mom used to take us to the store, and they would sell mystery cans. I'll never forget this shit. They would sell mystery cans, and it was literally a can with no label on it for like 35 cents. And whatever the fuck, it was like a mystery ball. That shit was like a toy. It was like a fucking toy, but it was food. And whatever it is on you. So you buy that shit, it could be dog food. You fucked. It's on you. And I swear to God, this is a real thing. And we was in the hood. We lived in the hood. That's just what it was. And that shit was like Christmas. Like, it was like you unwrapping food to eat. The shit was crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that shit got me. That shit making me traumatized right now. Just talk about that shit. Yo, I remember, like, you would try to get like fruit cocktails and shit, but a lot of times it was like green beans, and it would be regular brown baked beans and weird shit. Like, you just had to make it work. That's when the motherfucking hot dogs came back. When you got the beans, too much. Wait, too much. But I'm telling you, it was a lot. Like I don't even know how poor we was. Like we had, you know, a lot of times you couldn't tell because we would go to school in uniforms. So it's not like, we were drippy, like we had like amazing outfits and shit. But then niggas had church shoes and shit. That's when I knew something was wrong. Ain't no fucking kid supposed to go to school in the same shoes they wear for church. That don't make no goddamn sense. Like I'm sitting here looking like I'm ready to pray, and I'm fucking catching footballs and trying to play dodgeball in gym. Like I don't know. It was tough. We used to they used to cut the water, and there was only cold water. They'll cut the hot water off, and then we had to boil. Y'all know the vibes. Like come on, man, come with me. Don't act like I'm the only one. They used to cut the cold water off. We would have to boil water. Sometimes that shit got mad hot. So then you sitting there butt ass naked, and you waiting for the hot water to get a little warm so you could put that shit on. So you could clean yourself. It was tough out there. Like it was really, really tough. Like then on top of that, you live in the hood, so you poor, you live in a hood that's dangerous as fuck. Like it was just bad vibes. Like you fuck around, get killed just trying to walk up the street. Like, let me put you into a story. You want to hear how bad it was? I grew up in Tilden Projects. Tilden Projects was literally like across the street from Brownsville Projects. Everybody knew Brownsville Projects because that shit was like notorious. It was in the daily news and stuff like that. They had Brownsville Projects on in the daily news with a map on how to catch criminals and like what way to catch them. Like so they had like the whole area mapped out and they gave like cops a way to catch them. Like it was crazy. Like but I say that to say this. I remember walking outside one day. True story, swear to God. I was in junior high. My mom, she fake would let me walk to school and then she told me she was following me like years later. I thought I was that dude. I wasn't. But I was walking to school and I saw two dudes arguing and they're arguing. And one dude was, oh, give me my $5. No, give me my $5. I stopped to tie my shoe. I'm tying my shoe. I got my head up looking at them. The dude literally shoots him over $5 and then proceeds to start running. There's a woman that's watching it because everybody, I'm telling you, nobody, 95% of the people in the hood don't have jobs. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. It is what it is. 95. There's a woman looking out the window and she's like, yo, come in here. Random woman. Don't know the dude from a hole in the wall. He's like, okay. The dude runs into her apartment. And I'm just standing there like, what the fuck? This is crazy. So I had a cell phone, a little cheap prepaid joint. I called my mom and I'm like, Mom, I guess she didn't have a chance to follow me yet. So I called, I'm like, Mom, I just saw somebody get shot on the Ave. The Ave was maybe a block away from my house. She's hysterical. Oh my God, what's going? Come back home. I'm like, nah, I have a test today in school, so I'm just gonna go. And I swear to God, I just walked right there. I mean, I was a young kid. I realized that I didn't call the cops. I, all right, that sounds crazy, but maybe somebody else did. That part of the story I don't remember, and I'm not trying to like the nigga didn't die. By the way, I wasn't an accessory to murder or no wild shit like that. But still, that that happened. But I'm losing track of the story. Yeah, I think like some old lady called the cops, like called an ambulance, not the cops, because what the fuck the cops gonna do? Like an old lady had called. the ambulance. That's why I didn't call. I called my mom. Yeah. So that's how that went. Cause that sounded crazy. That sounded like I was out here just watching people just get popped off and all that stuff. But yeah, that was tough. It was rough out there, man. And yeah, they kind of. I don't want y'all snitching on me, man. I ain't do nothing. I'm just letting you know right now. I ain't do nothing to nobody. That area was bad before I got there, and that shit's still bad right now. But it was tough, man. When I think about it, I do remember on Fridays we dad used to get Chinese food, and as an adult, you're like, yo, Chinese food ain't shit. That shit was a big deal on Fridays, and I tell people all the time. I say appreciate what you have because literally, I'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings on Monday, Applebee's on Tuesday, Ruth Chris on Wednesday, Outback on I'll go to all these places that was such a big deal that like my parents couldn't afford to take me to when I was younger. And I do see people that are like that and they go through that now. And it's like just appreciate everything you have and the moments that you have because everybody doesn't get to experience life to the fullest. I didn't watch nobody die, man. I'm out of here.
All right, man. Let me put you on to the source. I feel like I've been a little bit too calm these past episodes. I gotta get you right. I gotta put you on to the source. I gotta put you on to the pesto. So y'all gonna be tight, or you just gonna listen and understand what's happening. Like these secrets right now, these tips and tricks. I'm telling you, this shit either gonna hit your soul, or you gonna be like, you know what? I saw this shit coming from a mile away, because that's what it is, 100%. So we literally just gonna talk about how men and females interact with each other. That's just what it is. How guys and girls interact with each other. Like there's tips and tricks to this whole trying to get with somebody, trying to be with somebody thing. It's not that hard, bro. Like I preach the copy and paste method all the time because a lot of times that's what it is. We all use the same methods. We all do the same type of thing. Let's do this. A lot of guys, one of the most famous, one of the best ways for a guy to get a girl is called relatability. What they do is, oh, your grandmother passed away, your mom is sick, my grandfather passed away, my dad is sick. Oh, you having a rough time in school? So am I. I hate my teacher. Oh, you grinding? I'm grinding too. We grinding together. It's relatability. Men just relate to females. That's no matter what you say. That's why when you meet somebody, you gotta let them speak first. You gotta see what they about. Cause all they do is latch on to you. And this is tips for the girls. Cause y'all been there. Y'all can front, whatever the case is, you been there. This is tips for the females right now. And we're gonna get to the guys. That's what it is. That's what guys do. You say, hey, and I hope nobody come try to kill me for this. Cause these secrets not supposed to get out. A lot of times I don't take advice from people my age, my own age. Like you got to take advice from people that's successful. You take advice from people that's married or they go through it, whatever. They've been somewhere you haven't been. A lot of people you taking advice from your best friend. How they're nowhere. They ain't do shit. How are you taking advice from somebody that hasn't achieved anything? And that's the problem. Like I don't get it. You just got it's just reality and common sense. Just look at what's in front of you. That's the easiest thing. That's what guys do. Guys say, hey, oh, you like going to that place? You love hookah? I do too. Nigga allergic to hookah, but he love that shit now. Word? You got a kid? That's okay. I could be the stepdad. Fuck around, keep pinching your kid and shit when you're not looking up. Pinch that little nigga elbow. He crying for no reason. You don't know that. That's what guys do.
That's what guys do. They just slide in. They fit in wherever you get in, you fit in. Wherever you fit in, you get in. You already know what I'm trying to say. Females, let's switch it around. A lot of females these days, they just be like, yo, cash at me, cash at. Bro, there ain't no female that want to fuck with you gonna tell you to cash at them. No female. That's just a lack of respect. She ain't got no respect for you. And I'm not talking about, no, you talking to her. I'm talking about, bro, you got her number. Y'all ain't even want to date. And she said, yo, cash at me. So I know it's real. Bitch, you could have gave me a hug. You would have knew I was real. What the fuck? This ain't no Toy Story. What the fuck is we talking about? That's just what it is. Like, certain, you get treated how how you put yourself out there is how you get treated. You gotta represent yourself right. You gotta ask for respect, and you'll get respect. That's just what it is. Like when you show weakness, like, and that's the thing. It's kind of crazy that showing that you want somebody is considered a weakness. You just got to be like, listen, I got my own shit going on. You got your own shit going on. And if we was rocking together, it might be something special. It might be something crazy. That's literally how you got to go about shit now. Because at the end of the day, you can't do too much. You fucking around, lose a head, leg, arm, jumping out the window. Ooh, that was crazy. But that's what it is. It's just the sauce. That's the main source. That's the main thing. Females, they'll ride with you. They just sit there, they ride with you, deal with your bullshit, and got 2, 3 niggas in the cut doing the same thing you doing. You think cause you ain't cash out for that 50, she ain't got 2 more 50s coming her way that night? That's how it go. That's a part of the game. That's why you gotta walk a straight line, man. You gotta worry about your success and keep it pushing. And then people be like, oh, when you talking down, when you talking crazy, that just means you got hurt. Everybody got hurt. That everybody got hurt, bro. Everybody. And that's the problem. It's just nobody wants to admit it. Nobody wants to say that somebody got over on them. Like, it's okay. It's okay to sit there and say, you know what? I really fucked with you. I put all my eggs in one basket, and you violated my shit. You thought that delivery nigga was gonna take you to higher plateaus than me, working my 9 to 5, killing myself, trying to make a family. Like, it's okay, bruh. Shorty be like, oh, you thought Tanisha twerking was good? No, it's okay. We all been there. It's about living and learning and finding the secrets out so you don't keep going through the same shit. That's all it is. That's the problem. The problem is you go through the same shit. You see one girl, she act crazy. You fucking with her, she done broke everything in your crib. She don't care about nothing you saying. She don't listen to you. Blah blah blah. I'm done with her. You finally get away from her, and you find another girl that act real crazy. She breaking your shit. She just, like, everybody falls into the same trap. You can't keep doing the same thing. It's called insanity. That's why you got to use the tips and tricks. You got to use that. You got to make somebody. You got to make the person come to you a little bit. And that's all it is. Because if you're really interested, whether it's a conversation, whether it's a date, like, how the fuck, like, yo, people really be having kids and never went on a date, bro. That's crazy. How you never been on a date? Going to pick up Chinese food is not a date, bro. Going to the movies and shit, cool. Those be simple joints. Like, yo, people dead will have 1, 2, 3 kids, and you never sat down at a restaurant before. And I'm not throwing shade at nobody, not how people's lives are. It's just like you really got to start thinking about, like, society and the way niggas move is crazy. Like, that's crazy. It's crazy. Everybody want to taste everybody. That's all it is. Everybody want to taste everybody. And then I can't even say it's a hood thing, but it's like you can't grab somebody, even a girl, a guy. You can't, like, guys have mad bodies, girls got mad bodies. Like, everybody want to taste you. Like, nobody's special. Nobody's exclusive, I'll say. Nobody's exclusive. And that was the main thing. It's not about sitting there finding somebody that's, like, not touched. It's just about the fact that you can't get to them. And that's a big thing, too. Because you dating people that it's like, it's not that hard. Shorty giving out her Instagram, before, like, she giving out everything. She giving it all out. He already in her Snapchat before anything even started. And what you think that is? You dating people that would rather surf the net than come go on a date with you. Shorty would rather sit there and look at somebody else smoking weed on a project staircase than watch a movie with you. Think about it. Think about it. We opening minds. Think about it. I'm here to readjust that thinking, man. I'm trying to readjust it. And it doesn't just happen, man. It doesn't just happen. It's all about being self-aware. Once you start realizing, like, wait, what the fuck? Like, that's true. That's really true. That's when shit gets scary. But we gonna talk about it. We definitely gonna talk about it. Let me put y'all on, because y'all thought the fucking sauce was over. It's not over. It's too much bullshit, too much tricks of the trade for it ever to be over. That's just how shit go. So let me put you on. So bottom line, if you ever hear a female say, hey, I need to find myself. I feel like I'm lost. I have to find myself. Guess what? She's gonna find herself on another nigga dick. That's just what it is. That's how it go. It's not the bitch is not she not Silver Surfer. She not on no cosmic journey. She not Lord of the Rings walking through the rocks and shit. She's literally going 10 blocks to the nigga she been texting, to the nigga that's not Snap, IG. That's what it is. Bottom line. Like, guys do it the other way. Guys be on some, you know what? Let's take a break for 2 days. That's how guys try to get it all. You know, I'm going to give you the yin and the yang. I'm going to give you both sides of the story. But that's what it is. That's literally what it is. And I try to give you that source because a lot of females say, hey, you know, yes, pussy is very important. That shit controls a lot of things, especially with, like, low maintenance dudes. That shit controls a lot of things. But the problem is, females will give it to a low nigga. Like, you'll give it to a bottom tier nigga. So the high tier niggas look at you like, you giving it to him for free. Y'all sharing Chinese food. Y'all struggling. And then you making me buy you Chanel bags. And no. That's not how shit work. But that's the thing. Everybody, you got to be careful of the games and be careful who's watching you. That's just what it is. So females do that. Oh, I'm going to find myself. You don't understand the distance between me and myself. She over here looking for the soul ring. She a fucking Avenger now. She looking for the soul ring. She helping Thanos. She finding gems. No. That's how that shit go. But with guys always got the friend. Females got friends too, but guys' friends, you gotta be careful. When a guy has a female friend. When a guy has a female friend, she's a goon. Like, when I mean, a female friend will fuck your boyfriend out of that relationship. That's just what it is. Like, they will literally be on some, like, yo, we text every day, we talk every day, we FaceTime every day. They will fuck them out of that relationship. That's how shit goes. But a male friend for a female will literally just fuck them. And it's like, you probably like, oh, no, that's some bullshit. That's something crazy. No. That's the fucking truth. Like, listen, man. Just listen. Because I know you're talking right now. Listen. That's the problem. People don't listen. If you're a man and you have a female friend, like, you in a relationship and you have a regular female friend, she will try to fuck you out of that relationship. You know, we go back to last episode, you know, with the sauce and stuff, how guys always, you know, they try to relate. Females don't really try to relate. they'll just plug in things here and there. Like, they want to show that they're better. I can cook, I can clean, and I can fuck you better than her. Like, if you fuck your girl once a week, she'll fuck you like 3 times a week. Like, that's how it goes. But with a guy on the other end, like if it's a female in a relationship and she has a male friend and she's giving him pussy, the problem is a lot of times the female think they in control. Oh, I'm playing him, I'm playing that. No, they all getting pussy. They don't care. So the guy doesn't look for the relationship. He may G you to get pussy, but he's not looking for the relationship. That sounds stupid. Let me tell you why. When that female that's in a relationship gets with that guy that she was cheating with the whole time, he has that in the back of his mind. He's never gonna take her serious. That's always the trump card. The trump card is, hey, I was fucking you while you was in a relationship. So how could I trust you? How could I feel you? And that's the problem. Because the female's like, hey, you know what? I chose you over him. No, we both was fucking. And even if you front and say, oh, no, that's not the case, dude. You can't control what niggas think. You can't control what nobody think. That's just how that shit go. That's just a little bit of the sauce. Like, people will tell you anything just to get where they at. That's why I say you have to realize that you can't control nothing with nobody. And when you realize that, that's when shit start looking crazy. That's when shit start feeling good. Cause bottom line, at the end of the day, if somebody's gonna lie to you, they're gonna lie regardless. The man, the girl, they're just gonna lie regardless to get what they want to get. You just have to start realizing, like, there's levels to this shit, man. There's really levels to this shit. Like, it's females that are, like, if Shorty is not paying you attention, she don't want to fuck with you, bro. So y'all both just get in where you fit in, and that's just what the moment is right now. The moment is to get in where you fit in. It's not no married, not no having kids, it's literally just getting where you fit in. Like, you FaceTime Shorty, and that shit keep hitting pause all day, cause she texting somebody, she looking up Uber Eats, she ain't even ask you. So she got that bread from somewhere. Somebody fucking sent her $10. Somebody got that nigga some fucking chicken tenders and fries. But that's what I'm saying. If she can't look you in the eye, she not fucking with you, bro. There's no point. Same thing with the dude. You always busy. This nigga looking outside. He playing game. He got that shit. And you get exposed real quick. Like, you playing game, your phone, that shit ringing. Your girl's supposed to be on the phone. That shit ringing. Boo, boo, boo. That pause screens tell you a lot. That pause screen gets you the fuck out of here. Cause you gotta think about it, bro. Think about it. It's the source. Think about it. So there's 24 hours in a day. If our phone call is for 20 minutes, what's the odds of somebody having to contact you for those 20 minutes? Who the fuck is you? And these niggas don't be nothing. Not even trying. Yo, they don't. Niggas be working at McDonald's. You working at McDonald's and you got this crazy ass schedule? Like, who's talking to you like that, bro? You ain't got no shifts. Who is hitting you up like that? That's why you gotta eliminate it, bro. You gotta eliminate it. Get in where you fit in, bro. It's just the source. This is just, when you hear this shit, that's the whole thing. My podcast is just for when you hear that shit, you just like, oh, okay. It's a little bit of protection. Cause yeah, I'm gonna have a bonus episode. I'm gonna let you know what I go through. But at the same time, the stories is living life, bro. Don't be a part of the 99%. Don't be the copy and paste that I speak about. Don't be the same fucking person. You gotta try to be that 1%. That 1% that thinks different, that's like, okay, cool. Cause trust me, it's there. You literally will have men and women that just waste your time. They will come in to waste your time. Come in to take from you, bro. Take your energy. People talk about soul ties and all that shit. That's all energy. When you sitting there and you focus and you making that money, you see a lot of people just come around just to take your energy. And it goes both ways. You got the attention, that should be dangerous. You in a whole situation, and shorty will make you jump through hoops. How you in a relationship with somebody and they making you jump through hoops? You got a female that literally is asking you to buy her the world, and she don't buy you nothing. She can't even cook twice out the week for you, but she want $10,000 bags. You got a dude that's literally like, yo, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. Come on, give me something. You got money, and that nigga don't even answer the phone for you. And that's what I be trying to tell y'all. Because at the end of the day, it's different, bro. It's different levels. Because we also used to getting stuck in toxic shit to where you don't understand that somebody else, the same feelings that those toxic people have when they meet somebody new or when they think that they gonna fuck with somebody new, there's somebody out there that's gonna give you that mood all the fucking time, bro. There's somebody out there that's gonna wake up and text you. Somebody out there that's gonna go to sleep and text you and call you and literally not be on no weird shit. They really just wanna know how you feeling. They really fuck with you, bro. Bro, girl. It's just that sauce. I'm putting you onto the sauce. Soak it up. Fettuccine, soak it up, man. That pesto, soak it up. Cause this shit translates. And I know some of y'all been through this shit. But we gonna keep talking about it. And no, I ain't got no fucking intro. You know I don't.
Okay, guys. I'm telling you right now, they after me. I'm joking. But I told you, I'm not here to preach or teach you nothing or no craziness like that. It's just for me to give you information. The source is just it's just like a warning guide. It's like those dating for dummies type thing. It's just when you step into a situation, you're like, bro, what? Because a lot of times when you don't really know yourself, you listen to friends, you listen to family, you listen to social media on how you should act because you're scared to do whatever the hell you want to do, and that's just what it is. But that's what the source is about. The source is like, listen, this dude, I've been in that situation because we've all been in literally probably the same situations. That's what I said. Like a lot of times, the people that are attracted to you, and when a bunch of people start being attracted to you, it's two things. It's either they see the weakness in you, or you're different. Now the problem is you don't really know that unless you know yourself. So if you don't know yourself and you're sitting there saying, "Oh, everybody's attracted to me, everybody wants to be around me," they might want to be around you because they know that this dude got money and he always take care of all the people around him, or they know that this girl gives it up and she always, if you like her, you gonna get it, and that's just what it is, and that's just a part of the warnings and a part of the drip, the sauce, what I was trying to put you guys onto in the last two episodes. But we're not gonna sit here forever and talk about stuff like this. We just gonna get back to our old conversations and stuff. We gonna get back to everything that brought you here in the first place. So this is, I'll probably say, I don't even know if I would say this is the last type of episode like this. But if you like them, they'll be around. If you don't, you tell me shut up, and there's plenty more shit for me to talk about. So most of the sum up, I'll try to sum it up and make this like a trilogy, like the Matrix. Y'all saw the Matrix. Matrix is kind of crazy. The first one was bananas. Imagine taking a pill and your life being. We ain't even gonna talk about that. I'm just gonna put it all together. So it's kind of crazy because I took a little bit of time between making these episodes, and between the little bit of time that I took to make these episodes, it was interesting because I came up with like this kind of like idea and this thought and this theory. And I realized that a lot of times you can't focus on who's behind you and who's beneath you. And I say that because at the end of the day, like I said, we've all lived it. We've lived in situations where you're constantly trying to help somebody. You're constantly trying to pull them up to you. Does it work? Because you tell me. Like, this is what these conversations are for. Does it work when you're constantly giving somebody money, when you're constantly trying to get somebody to where you're at? We've dealt with situations where in the past, this person was amazing to me. In the past, this person treated me good, but today they don't. So you're just, you feel like, okay, cool, I can get it back. They'll wake up one day, but they don't wake up, bro. Everything is human nature and evolution, and it's hard to be self-aware. It's hard for you to wake up and say, yo, what I'm doing right now is wrong. Nobody wants to take that. Go back to a few episodes when I talked about the bubble. I lived in a bubble. People live in a bubble where literally all of your friends and all of your family say that you're doing the right thing, and you out there drop kicking kids and throwing old ladies across the street. Like, it, nobody cares. As long as your circle is telling you is right, you don't really feel entitled. You don't really feel that the world matters. And that's what it takes to become special and different, is when you break yourself down and you start catering to the world instead of the 3 4 people that's around you. But I say that you can't keep looking at the past. Now I say, stop looking below you, stop looking at the past. You look to the side of you. When you look at to the side of you, that might not be the person to the side of you, is the person that chose to be there with you, no matter what the situation is, no matter how much you're fighting, no matter how much you're 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 struggling to get through life. That person is, they're right there with you. They're to the side of you. They're there. And sometimes, like, you might go through hell. Sometimes that person might go through hell. But at the end of the day, when you have feelings for somebody, there's a certain boundary that you don't cross, because you know at the end of the day, like, yo, is this person's heart is, it's like, it's pure for me. And that's the thing, because at the end of the day, we all do what we do in the dark. Like, you can see the most, you see that shit every day on the news. Such and such is doing, got a whole crack house in the back of their basement. Who knows? All this stuff. But that's what you do in the dark. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to what your interaction with that person is. And I know a lot of times it can be smoke and mirrors, but I think that's just what it is. You can't take anybody for anything else. Like, what's the definition of a lie? Somebody just telling you something that's not true. Like, how do you know that? You don't know that. How do you know what somebody's doing when they're not around you? You don't know anything about anything. Like, at the end of the day, all you base your interaction with somebody off of is that that word right there, the interaction, the me and you in this moment right now. And that's how they treat you, and that's all you really can go on that. So I say that as far as the person standing to the side of you, you appreciate that person that chose to take time out of the one life that we have to be to the side of you. And you also look forward. Looking forward means sometimes you're single, sometimes you're not in the right space where you're fighting and you're trying to make it through life, but you know exactly what you want, and you know exactly the feeling that you want to have in life. And that's the person that you feel is right for you. Everybody's different. Everything's unique. And sometimes it might be the person that's beside you. Sometimes the person beside you isn't there yet, guy or girl. Sometimes the person beside you is literally like, they're trying their hardest. Like, there was times where I was literally eating $5 pizzas with somebody in a relationship. $5 pizzas, like sharing $5 pizzas, like on a weekly basis. I don't. Now I'm thinking, like, I can go to any restaurant I want in New York, literally, like, make a reservation tonight And it's just like you don't know what your life, you don't know what the future is for you. But at the end of the day, you either put that trust in the person beside you, or you put, when you look forward, that's you putting that trust in yourself, that you're able to be by that person's side. You see what I'm saying? You can't be beneath or you can't be behind that person, because then you're going to create the same problem. The person that you're in love with, the person that you have feelings for. I throw around love. I don't really throw that around like that because everybody's love is different. Like there's people that sit there and say, "Hey, I love you," and then they tell the next person, "Hey, I love you." I focus on respect a lot because at the end of the day, like respect respect creates borders in your relationship that lead to you being happy and in love. But that's a whole nother ball game. And like I said, it's just a whole bunch of stuff that I was just throwing out there, information, a lot of, the source, the drip. But just take that little quote, because that's something I honestly can say I never heard. I made that up. Do not look at the people below you or behind you. Love the people on the side and in front of you. I'm telling you, like, and at the end of the day, it starts with loving yourself. Because once you love yourself, that's where the positivity starts. So we'll leave this trilogy and get back to getting crazy like we always do. I appreciate y'all for listening. Thank you. Like always, we out. Listen, it's some wild shit going on, and I'm dead ass. I've been, we all sit there, we watch the news and entertainment and all this stuff. This clone shit is scary, bro. I remember before they was talking about they want to clone food and shit. First of all, that sounds crazy. You cloning mad pigs for bacon. You cloning mad. First of all, it's mad chicken wings somewhere. All these, it can't be seven. It can't be infinite amount of chicken wings, bro. Like I don't understand what's going on. Like this clone shit is bugged out. They said that Gucci Mane got cloned. I sat there and I was watching some interviews, and this dude literally was like 300 pounds. Talk. He couldn't even put two sentences together. The dude goes to jail. He come back out. He like 120 pounds with a six pack. Sound like a scholar. Like he's talking elegantly. Like I don't understand what I'm telling you. I don't understand this shit. It's crazy. Then you got Kodak Black. Well, he still act dumb. Like so, I don't know. But still, these dudes going into jail, coming back out, and they not the same. Like something ain't right. Like they not the same. It's something off about all these people the people that they call out for being clones. Is literally something off about them calling them out for being clones. Like I don't get this. Like, and I say that because okay, cool. We was talking about cloning food and shit. That's supposed to help people. But yo, what? Because all right, vegan food is what? That's vegetables. Clone food is like I don't understand none of this shit. Like, what's going on? Ain't they supposed to just have babies and that's just how shit go? Like, why were you just erasing niggas and bringing other people back that look somewhat like them or look like them or it's a different version of a nigga? Yo, look at Michael Jackson, bro. Oh, you want to talk about some shit? So it's no clones, no clones. You look at this fucking Michael Jackson. He mad little black Michael Jackson with curly ass hair. All of a sudden, yo, this dude is white, bro. This dude is white. His whole face look like a skeleton mask. And we accepted that shit. He dancing and doing all this shit around. He moonwalking, so he good. How the fuck? It's mad niggas in the hood that can moonwalk. So they Michael Jackson now? What the fuck is this? Like, I don't understand. That nigga Michael Jackson had a whole different, like, he had sagas, bro. This nigga Michael Jackson had sagas. How the fuck you was black for like 10 years?
You was light skinned for like 10 years. You was whole white, like you a different race, bro. He was white for like 40 years. That's crazy. And we accepted that it was cool. And then I saw a video where the nigga voice was changing. He'd be like, yeah, I told you, man. Put the music louder. Like, no, bro, nah. I don't know who talk like that in real life. There ain't nobody walking around with two different voices, bro, for no reason. That's some undercover wild shit right there. That's some dead ass wild shit right there. I'm not gonna hold you. Ain't no way. Like fucking around. My mother, when my mom gets sick and shit, I be tight. I be like, who the fuck is this calling me, bro? Hang up on her and all that. Why your voice sound like that? You're not gonna have two voices. Nigga come around. Hey guys. Hey, did you hear my new single? Then he in a fucking meeting talk to his homies. Yeah, man. You rock my world. You know you did. Nah, bro. Nah. This shit is crazy. This clone shit is crazy. Something not right. Something's crazy. I'm telling you. I swear to God, something's bugged out. And it's like you don't even want to talk about it because at the end of the day, first of all, there's some goons out there that literally, when you cross the line, you out of here. You just disappeared. They be like, yo, that nigga, he went to KFC and never came back. Like it'd be weird shit going on. Like you get erased. Like never fuck around. Your yearbook picture gone. All that shit gone. And I thought that shit was fake. But the more you look on the internet, you be seeing some wild shit. That rabbit hole run deep. That's I'm telling you, that shit is crazy. Like that clone shit is mad scary, bro. Like you look at that shit. But I say that shit to say this. I swear to God, bro. If I disappear, when I get popping and do this podcast, I swear to God. If I'm in heaven and I see some Chinese nigga walking around talking about he Christian and none of my family question that shit, bro, I'm coming out of that motherfucking grave, bro. I swear to God. It's gonna be zombie, it's gonna be an apocalypse, something. God, you better give me another chance. Y'all niggas not gonna disrespect me on no clone shit like this. Something ain't right. A fucking Chinese dude walking around. Like, bro, if you could come back as another race, that's crazy. Cause okay, cool. I be looking at that shit and I'm like, all right, yeah. You know, these people be coming back and they celebrities and I don't know, whatever. They get their shit off, they come back. But I'm like, bro, that Michael Jackson shit was the closest shit to crazy in my life. And nobody cared, bro, because he not here. God rest him. He not here. Nobody care about that. They just like, it happened, it happened. And I think that a lot of times that's what the fuck we do, bro. It be some crazy, weird shit. And we be like, yo, it happened. It's over with now. So nobody talk about that shit. And I don't like to be that dude that be up, but I do, bro. I be up 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, bro. Just looking at shit. Like you can't sleep in the bed with me. I be up investigating shit. I be hearing creaks in my door and shit. I be thinking somebody, it's time. I be thinking they got me. Fuck around, knock the whole shit poke. I'm just telling you, man, it's crazy. I don't know. But you best believe that shit is wild, bro. I remember too, they had cloned like a chicken leg or some shit. You could look that up. They cloned some chick. Nah, I think they were cloning like two-headed pigs. Yo. I ain't even try to go crazy like that, bro. That like nobody see no wild shit with that, bro. Like you sit there, you grow up and you minding your business, you know. Like as a young boy, you go, you try to find a nice girl, you have a family and shit, you know. You try to try to go through life with her, experience shit with her, and then you see a two-headed pig, bro, and you see two-headed fucking lambs, and I'm gonna say lamb chops. You see two-headed ostriches and all this wild shit, bro. That's not that don't fit in the equation of regular shit, bro. That don't fit in the equation of what's supposed to be going on around you. And then when you be seeing shit get washed up in the sea, they be like, nah, everything all right, man. They have some mermaid shit, bro. But then one thing I don't understand is it be one video. Cause truthfully, if I seen some wild looking shit, Bro, you better believe I got 100 videos. I'ma stand on that shit. I'ma drag that shit back to the crib. Not on some funny, freaky shit. But if I saw a mermaid shit, if I saw a mermaid like in the thing, I would drag that. I'll do. Well, I don't know if I want to touch it because you don't know. Well, I put some gloves on and I drag that shit, and I'll drag that shit somewhere. Like, but then again, I don't know, man, cause shit happened fast. But there was some. I saw a video. There was some dude, and he was on. What was he doing? He was complaining about like some weird type of fish he never seen. And then like 2 days later, the government was there, bro. Took his boat and all that. Like now he ain't got nothing. He had like an Android though, so it's hard. And is it me? Or every time you see some wild, crazy video, they got Androids. Like, why nobody support Apple? Every nigga I know got an Apple phone. But when it's time to see some aliens and shit, all of a sudden it's Androids now. We got Google Maps and motherfucking fucking Samsung Galaxies everywhere, bro. But every fucking night somebody want to FaceTime me. Nah, get out of here, bro. That's getting me tight. Sick of this shit. Like, where the fuck is FaceTime me when you see that shit? When you see that motherfucking that Yeti, they had some shit with giants the other day, bro. How you got a giant? Like, imagine that shit. A fucking giant walking around. Like, this shit scared me, man. I'm telling y'all, bro, this shit wild. Got a motherfucking giant walking around. They need to write. I see why people be on some like, yo, get guns and shit. Cause the stuff that I don't even be complaining about what be going on in like the hood and stuff no more, man. Now this shit is like extra. I be thinking shit about to land on me while I'm outside, fucking hook me by the leg or some wild shit like that. You don't even know no more, man. I'm telling you. Hey, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all because y'all probably, like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? Yes, sir. Yo, I really be missing y'all, bro. Like, I dead be sitting here. It's crazy because I dead be sitting here, right? And I be talking. I be doing, I be doing my podcast thing. But I really be feeling like y'all be fucking with me. Like, I really be feeling like I'm talking to the homies. Easy. Homie or homies? Well, depending on how many views I get, I guess, right? Yo, is it me? And y'all can tell me if I'm bugging. Is it me? Or does it feel like there's always somebody that's in your family that's not a part of your family? Listen to me. Does it feel like, for real, there's always one nigga in your family, bro, that don't match up with everybody else, bro? And you be like, yo, this is my aunt, this is my aunt, this is my uncle, this is my aunt. And then you be like, but that over there is Uncle Tim. And Uncle Tim be wildin', bro. Like, he be stealing shit. He be fucking he be out there like just tweaking, bro, for no reason, bro. Is it me or we all got one of them niggas, bro? And sometimes it be girls too. You be like, oh, that's just on Rachel, and Rachel be out there butt naked on the strip for no reason, bro. You don't even know that shit. Her, she got a mask on, looking like Kanye, but you know what it is. Bro? I swear to God, bro. I feel like that. Everybody I talk to is always somebody, bro. And it's just, and the crazy part is, or everybody got raised the same. Like all these dudes got raised the same. You sit there, it's three of them, bro. It'll be three brothers. And you're like, oh, cool. This shit sound like fucking Three Little Bears. This shit sound like a children's fairy tale or something. It'd be three brothers, bro. Three brothers. Nothing wrong with these dudes. They go to school, get girlfriends, they do all that shit. Then all of a sudden, one nigga just start eating chalk. Why the fuck is he eating chalk, bro? He just start eating chalk out the blue. He's wilding. He over here. He steals his mother panties. Nigga, he be doing wild shit, bro. And you like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? And that's just what it is. It be three girls. You sit there. Back to the church story. Three girls. Mad cute. Do their hair. Every day. Nothing wrong with them, bro. Then all of a sudden, this bitch is out there stealing out the store. She over here. She got a whole fucking bodega in your bedroom, bro. Niggas is coming from the school buying cookies out the window. Like that's cool. It's just always some wild thinking for these people, bro. And always one of them niggas be in your family, bro. It's always one with a malfunction. And y'all know, I was just being cool about that shit. You know the shit be way worse, bro. Like niggas be on some like, oh, this nigga
If you want to get real, you know we don't play over here. You want to get real? You be like, okay, cool. We all sitting there. We all sitting there. We sitting there having a nice little house party. No problem. You'll sit there watching football. Say you got your girl making wings. Got your family over. That's a good vibe. Pass me the weed. You smoking your weed, eating your hot wings. All of a sudden, your uncle smoking crack in the bathroom. What the fuck is this, bro? It's always some wild shit like that. Always one nigga that's doing way too much, bro. The nigga wears size 5. He's sitting here asking to borrow your size 10 sneakers. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand that. But y'all know where I'm coming from, bro. And don't try to play me like shit. Y'all know where I'm coming from. It's always some wild shit like that. Okay, I got you. You sitting there, shorty sitting there. She got a girls' night. She there. She got like 2, 3 friends. They doing each other nails and shit. Auntie come in, whatever the case is. And I'm not even gonna say because sometimes it be niggas' moms. Sometimes what I'm gonna finish what I gotta say, but then I got you. So you shorty sit there with her friends or whatever the case is. They doing nails, they doing their thing, no problem, no big deal. Shorty come in, can I borrow your wig? Why you want to borrow somebody's wig? You bullheaded, bro. You been bullheaded for like 6 years. We know we know what you trying to do with that wig, bro. You gonna sell that shit for no reason. And them wigs be mad bread, bro. Them shit be like $200-$300. If you know. Cause I heard some people get Amazon shit. I don't know how the fuck you 2-day away to your motherfucking house. That shit is crazy. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Keep getting it, sis. Now, when I go back to shit, true, like real talk, sometimes them wild ass niggas, them wild ass person, that weirdo, that be mom dudes, that be pops. And that's the conversation we not even trying to have, bro. That's when that shit really, really hurt, bro. When you sitting there and it's you, like you came out of that, bro. You the one that you the one that got the fucking. You sitting there like it's cool. It's cool when you watching it, bro. Cause when you watching it, you sit there, you talking to your cousin, you talking to your family, like yo, he be wilding, bro. That nigga what? You find a nigga in the freezer? Shit. Nigga froze your remote because he was mad. That's crazy. I don't know how you live with that. But when that shit is your parents, bro, when that shit is Mom Duke disappeared for 3 days. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, she ain't feed you in like 2 years, bro. Fuck around. You had Thanksgiving at fucking Popeyes. I'm like, I ain't talking about no fucked up circumstances. I'm just talking about people that be wilding out, bro. Because at the end of the day, like I said, if you whatever, like life is life, bro. You gonna go through shit. Trust me, you gonna go through some wild shit. But that don't mean that you gotta sit there and just be on some. You know what? That don't mean you gotta accept it, and that's some real talk. That don't mean you have to accept it, bro. Like if you bugging the fuck out, get the fuck out my face. And that's the thing. Like in the dark, it's cool to be outside and you talk. Cause trust me, let's switch 1, 2, 3. Yeah, guys, I would love for you guys to experience my podcast, and I would love for you guys to recommend it to a friend. Like we all have that mode. We all have that zone that we get into, especially in public. You know, outside we have that. But don't play with me, bro. When you behind closed doors, when you in your house, when you comfortable, when you don't care and you doing your thing, don't sit here and act like you be sitting there doing that. Like you probably sit here worse than me, wilding out, saying worse words than I'm saying. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, let God sort them out. That's how I look at it. It's just it's just crazy. And that's something I noticed, bro. It's always a wild person. Like and usually, I'll tell you this, real talk, usually that person always want to go to another state because they fucked up when they wasn't in New York. Like I said, I'm from New York. I'm from New York. Usually that person go to another state. Like that's when you know you got a fucked up reputation. When you want to travel all over the place because niggas know who you are, bro. They be like, nah, yo, hide your pocket, hide your purse, bro. That nigga Riley coming. Like, nah, you can't do that, man. And then everybody want to look back on it. Yeah, man, that was a rough time in my life. Nah, they ain't shit rough. Because a lot of times people sit there and you talk. You don't take the information of what the fuck is going on. That's why I said, don't take advice, take information. Because half the people that talk, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. That's why I just talk about my experiences. Because at the end of the day, I ain't got shit to teach you. But if you see that I fell on my face, maybe you can learn not to fall on your face the same way. Oh, preach. Talk to them. But yeah, it be so wild people, man. Like I remember in my family, I ain't even going to drop names. But I had an uncle that was trying to get one of my cousins to date his daughter, bro. I'm gonna leave that shit right there. That's crazy. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like that shit is wild. Like y'all nigga trying to make Ninja Turtles. Like what are you trying to make out of that, bro? Ain't they blood kind of the same? Like that shit gonna come out looking like Master Splinter, bro. That shit gonna come out with fucking three tails. Oh my god, man. I don't get it, bro. It'd be so like it'd be crazy, and you can't help everybody, man. You can't help everybody, cause I don't be knowing. Cause at the end of the day, like some of this shit be funny, some of the shit don't be funny. Cause sometimes it be addiction, and I never been through that, so I really can't talk about it. Like I could look into it, but hey, like yeah. But some of the shit be wilding out, bro. There's no reason in the world why you should be outside butt naked trying to get an Uber with no phone. It be wild shit that be going on that I don't understand. And it is what it is, man. And life goes on, and we all should just be happy and smile. Okay, so at Thanksgiving, hide your wallet, cause I know pretty much everybody that listens to this shit got a wild ass relative that will probably pickpocket that shit. Have a good day.
Y'all know I don't got no intro, man. Now listen, there's a lot of times in life where you're trying to be successful at something, and I'm not gonna say it doesn't work. I'm just gonna say that you tend to overthink. You tend to try to make things perfect. You tend to let other people's ideas dilute what you got going on. And I love doing my podcast stuff, man. Like this is my heart right here. I love doing my podcast stuff. I love being creative, talking to you guys, I think we're like family now. I took a break for no reason. Like, and that's the problem. Like, I'm not even popular. I'm not even popular enough to be, taking a hiatus like this. That's when you do breaks and things like that. That's what kind of destroys what you got going on. Like that messes up your momentum. That messes up like the ideas and the flows. And I have a lot of high aspirations for this. I know that season one is pretty much just gonna be like audio, so it's gonna be straight audio. And then season two, I actually want to move into like video and make it because everything is being uploaded to different platforms. So I want it to be more visual, so you'll be able to see what's going on and stuff like that. I didn't know that like everybody wears makeup too. I was watching the UFC the other day, and like these dudes really like beat each other up. Like they knock each other's heads like off their shoulders. But before they talk, somebody comes and puts makeup on them. I'm like, is there something that I'm missing? Is that like a normal thing? Like I wanna I don't wanna put makeup on, but I would like to know like what's going on. Like is that like a thing? Would it help? Like if you're attractive, well, matter of fact, that's crazy because I know you guys see those stories with those. It's hard with those crazy, ugly looking people, and then they put the makeup on, and then they look amazing. And you like, oh my god! Like I remember, I saw this old lady. Like I'm not gonna say old lady, but Shorty was at least like 50-ish, 60-ish, and she put on makeup, and she looked like a 22-year-old Kylie Jenner. Like she looked insane. Like, and the thing was, depending on your style of body or even if you had like cosmetic work, you're still gonna have your figure when you get older. So all that's happening is a whole bunch of wrinkles and stuff like that. So her face got a little low or whatever the case was or whatever. But she put it back together. And when I mean it was scary, like it's scary. And then they have videos on like social media where like people have these black raccoon looking eyes and then all of a sudden they look like supermodels, and I just don't know, man. And we're not even gonna talk about the guys that, they magically, I'm not gonna say magically become women, but the women that become men and makeup. Yeah. Makeup. but I'm just saying, like, I don't even know how I got sidetracked. But yeah, let's get back to the beginning. It just, you have to just go for your goal, and that's what we're gonna do, man. I'm not leaving my family. I'm not leaving my peoples behind, man. Y'all rocking with me. Y'all came with me. We're gonna run these numbers up, and we're gonna turn this into something. We got a whole web page. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on, and I'm not gonna leave you again. I promise. Cause it's definitely been a little while, and you guys deserve me, and I deserve you. That's just how it goes. And I'm gonna put in the work. Cause these days, sheesh. So let me see. We should probably talk about things that really do make people stop. Like what made me stop podcasting for a while was literally, I think it comes down to, you fall into like regular life and you get into like a mode of trying to make other people happy, and you don't even enjoy trying to make other people happy. And that's the thing. And I'm not even talking about relationships. I'm talking about just like in life general. Like sometimes you really have to be selfish. And I understand why a lot of people say, you know, I'm so, when I'm single, I I I do so well in life and things like that. Cause there's the littlest things. Like a family member could ask you to go to the store, but that could turn into every single time you go to that family member's house, they ask you to go to the store. So then it turns into like, listen, this is not a mistake. Like, why do you keep on thinking I'm supposed to go to the store for you? Why am I doing somebody's laundry? Like, I came over to hang out with you. Like, and that's the thing. It just becomes like making, you're trying to make the world happy. And I think that's what stopped me from podcasting for a while. I stopped trying to make myself happy, and I literally put a lot of energy into making other people happy, and kind of stood in quicksand, because it's not your responsibility to make somebody else happy. It's your responsibility to make yourself happy. And then when you meet other people, even friends, when you meet anybody, like, they're just supposed to make your experience better. So that's why I try to be very, very positive. And I do think that positivity is contagious. Like, I really try to wake up positive, because we've all been in an emotional state. We've all been hurt. We've all had moments where, you felt like you were the only person going through that dark, deep depression, the feelings. And truthfully, it just comes down to, you have to wake up and realize that, like, a lot of these emotions, and I think we touched on this before, the 1%, a lot of these emotions, they're not different. We all go through it. We all get happy. We all get sad. We all feel depressed at certain points. It just depends what life is bringing you. It's just some of us handle it a lot better than other people. And even with the right guides, because you do have amazing guides. Like, I do have guides. Like, I have my mom, my cousin, my sister. I have people, really important people to me, that guide me through dark times as well as amazing, fun, successful moments. And that's just what it is. You have to understand that, the good comes with the bad, but remember to lock into yourself. Because if you never lock into yourself, you're just going to be out there aimlessly wandering, like wandering. You're going to be wandering around and wondering what the heck is going on with you. And that's the thing. That's when you wonder and you think about what everybody else is doing. Like you're gonna sit there and you're gonna look to follow somebody. You're gonna look to follow an idea, a trend. And I know you guys see it. Like I know you see it. Like you can literally take your phone out right now, whatever you're listening to me on, and you'll see 1,000 people doing the same thing. And I'm like, sometimes, some people live and die by that. And that's okay. But creativity and, creativity is not for everybody. But it's really about self love, man. Um, I definitely feel locked in, and this is definitely like the same way I love to give you guys the sauce and the therapy and advice and like I said, I don't want you to take anything I say to heart. It's more like this is what I go through. These are my experiences. And if it helps you not to fall down that same trap or go down that road, that's pretty much what I'm here for because I definitely view the world in that aspect. Like, I love to hear stories from people. I love to take in information because at the end of the day, that's gonna cause me to evolve and grow and learn what this life has planned for me. And that's all I can offer you guys. And I can't wait, man. I can't wait. It's been too long. And we're gonna talk about the foolishness too. We're gonna talk about it all. You, you know how we get down. We get to the nitty gritty of things. Yeah, and I saw this. We going back to that makeup thing. There was like a Chinese woman, and she put makeup on so she could look old, and show her groom. She was like 20 something, and she showed her groom what she would look like in her 60s, and he walked out on her on the wedding day. Yeah, like that was really really crazy. I'm like, what? Like it was insane. But we gonna get to stuff like that because that was crazy. I'm telling you, like, imagine you. Let's just get into it for a second. Imagine being with somebody for like 5 years, and then the day you're supposed to marry them, they come out looking like a ghoul, a goblin. Oh my gosh. We'll talk about it. See y'all later. Okay, okay. Now listen. We reached the point where I could run ads. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what they're gonna sell you. I don't even know if we are running ads. So I don't know. Cause a lot of times, when you run ads, it'll be like you get like 4 cents. Not even. I don't even think they give you that much money. You get like a penny or 2 cent per ad if somebody listens or some weird stuff like that. And I know a lot. It takes a lot for somebody to actually make money. But they said we could run ads, so that's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool, and I guess that's kind of an achievement, right? Because we don't have an intro. We've never had an intro. We've tried multiple times to have an intro. Welcome. No, okay. Hi. Welcome back. No, okay. We've tried. So we'll just run ads. We'll run a ad. I think it's one. It should be one. Hopefully, I don't know. I really don't know how this works, okay? But that's what we're going to do. That's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Let's talk about ads. Yo, you ever seen those ads that literally have nothing to do with whatever they're selling? Like I remember, especially around Super Bowl time. But those are like the iconic ones where they show like some dude just driving around for like 2 hours. Well, it's not a 2 hour ad, but they show a dude driving around for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then they say, "Hey, you should eat this sandwich," and you're like, "Whoa, what?" When you literally just saw footage of the dude driving down the highway as fast as he possibly could drive. Like that's kind of how it went and how it goes. But yeah, I wonder what they're gonna try to get you guys to listen to. That's so like I really feel excited about that. Like I don't know why. Like that's really exciting. because you need like a certain amount of people that listen, and then they give you that offer. So that's pretty cool. I remember we were talking. I remember last episode though. We were talking about the scariness that makeup and stuff like that brings or happens or does. Listen, I told you guys there was this situation where, well, truthfully, you have to think about it this way. In all those sci-fi movies, when they have aliens and monsters and craziness, that's makeup. So imagine what they could create on a normal person. so, so just imagine like the depths of imagination that can happen. But that's not what we're talking about. We're not going to talk about that this time. This time, we're just going to talk about podcasting, podcasters. Like, there's so many podcasts and so many things to listen to. First of all, I appreciate y'all for even listening to me and giving me a chance. But there's so many podcasters out there. And I know nowadays, is a lot of times, it's people that you know or people that you grown up listening to. Cause I remember I used to listen to, I don't want to name drop because matter of fact, I do what I want. We do what we want. So a lot of times I used to listen to the Joe Budden podcast a lot. Like that was like my thing. I used to listen to it like every day, like going to work. And I listened to it for like the perspective, the perspective that he had like on the outside looking in. And now these days it's just everybody in the world just like they just come out and I'm like, whether you're good or bad or whether you take it serious or not, it's like a money grab to a lot of people that, have clout. And it's interesting because it's like let's just say you'll look at a rapper and you like their song. Let's say they were the number one rapper in the world. And then let's just say they started having like drug problems or something. And then all of a sudden they're a podcaster. And you're like, wait, bro, you was wilding out. I want to hear about those moments. I want to hear about that story. Like that's why I always keep it honest with you guys. Because at the end of the day, no, I'm not this rapper, and my life experience stops at a certain aspect. But you're always gonna get honesty. Like I'm always gonna give you my point of view, what I've been through, and that's just what it is. That's what I want to hear when I'm listening to podcasts. I don't want to hear like I don't want to turn on a podcast. I know this person is like, well, they was a multi-millionaire. Maybe they still are. Maybe they want to be. I don't want you talking about what's going on in the world today. I'd rather listen to me or just a normal person or the homies, anybody. I want to hear about what y'all doing in Dubai. Are y'all really doodling on people? Is that a thing? Y'all fist fighting camels? Like that's what I want to hear. Like you gotta give me something. Give me something. That's what I want. Like you gotta give me the secrets. Am I wrong for that? I know, and that's the thing. I feel like there has to be some kind of relatability. Like, come on, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I rock with y'all. Y'all rock with me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You serious? You want to know those secrets, man? Are they really having these meetings, these Power Ranger meetings? Are they really? Nah, I don't want to go into like sacrificing. That's kind of crazy. But they be talking some crazy. I want to know, man. I want to know everything. Tell me it all. I remember Angelina Jolie used to run around with blood and stuff. She had a necklace with her man blood. Why y'all doing that? Why? What's that for? I saw some dude. He went to this award show, and he had on a suit and nails. That's it. I don't even know how he sat down. It was just nails. It was mad nails, like on his whole body, like his arms, legs, ankles, thighs, butt, all of it. It was just nails. Like, what is going on? Don't get on no mic and tell me, listen, oh, this is what the Knicks are doing. This is what the Lakers. I don't want to hear none of that. Don't tell me about none of that. We could talk about that. Knicks is booty. I think they made the playoffs this year. Finally, let's go. We gonna win a championship? Probably not. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not hating. I love New York. Ish. I don't like some people crazy out here. Y'all know, man. It's just insane. Like, but I'm telling you, I need to know. All these podcasts coming out. I need y'all. I need real content from these podcasts. I don't want to see my favorite rapper sitting here telling me what's going on with. No, you're not going to talk about regular stuff with me, bro. You're not giving me cooking recipes, bro. This dude was a whole gangster. Talking about I blow my trigger, I blow my trigger. Now all of a sudden you giving me cooking recipes. What kind of podcast is this? I don't want to hear that shit. I want the secrets. Y'all niggas was rappers. Y'all had millions of dollars. I don't know where. Tell me where the fuck the money went. What happened? How many people out here like y'all losing all this money? And that's it. They just be chilling. Like it just be done. There's no way you losing $5 million and we on the train together. Remember when you used to share Ubers and shit? You sitting there sharing Ubers with your favorite rapper, your favorite R&B singer. That's crazy. You need to let me know what's going on. Dame. Because I'll be damned if you sit here and teach me how to make sugar cookies after you sold 10 million records. What the Man, I'm telling you, I just don't get it. Like, it's cool. Like, it's all fun about, it's cool, everybody's a human. Everybody, you can relate to everybody. You want to relate to everybody. We all born. Sometimes we come from the same place. Sometimes we don't. But I'm telling you, think about what I'm saying, man. Because half the time, the money come and go, and nothing change. So I just want to know. I want to know what's going on. I want to know the real. So if you're gonna sit here and tell me to listen to your podcast, I want to. We gonna listen. I'm really listening. I want to know. All right, y'all. Think about it. Really, really think about it. All right, there might be two ads. I'm not sure. Might be one in the beginning and one at the end. But it's okay. Just in case you fall asleep, we get 2 cents. I don't know. But we gonna get off that now. What we gonna talk about is people that, you ever met somebody that in the moment they just so pussy, bro. And then later, I'm talking about later. It could be the next day. It could be an hour. It could be 5 minutes later, bro. It's just you're not around them. They the toughest, most gangster nigga. They the most gangster motherfucker you ever met. I feel like that's crazy. And you know what it is? A lot of times you'll be in that moment where it could be danger or something could happen. But as a human, a lot of times people say, I'm just gonna back up. I'm gonna get away. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna think about, you stop and you think. And you think about the good and you think about the bad. But most of the time, most people, they really don't want the smoke in the moment. They don't want that. So they run, they hide. But that's not the point. The running and hiding is cool. It's the get back. That's the part that's crazy and I don't understand. The part where you go home, the part where you hiding from somebody, the part where you relaxing, but then something comes over your heart and you feel like you just got to get some of that pride back. And you say, yo, guess what? You lucky I ain't kill you, bro. You lucky I ain't beat you up, bro. You lucky that you ain't do this to me. And you like, wait, but I did. What? It's beef. Let's talk about beef. I don't get it. If you have a problem with somebody or if somebody did something to you and you choose to handle it in a immature, crazy manner, that's just what happens. There's a lot of crazy people out here in this world. I just don't get the get back. You cannot verbally assault somebody after they physically do something to you. If I push you or I pull you and throw you or kick you or punch you, I do not want a Naruto speech afterwards about how life should be precious and how our village needs to do better. I do not want that speech. I do not want threats afterwards. When you have been pushed, bullied, whatever the case is, however you feel, I do not want after the fact, you lucky because there was 50 people that was standing in my shadow that would have got you that day. Bro, this is another day. I've been in situations where I've literally had an issue with somebody on Monday and they text me on Tuesday and was like, yo. You lucky yesterday. What? What am I lucky about? I went to sleep, chilling. What? But that's the thing. The problem, everybody has emotions. Everybody has pride. Everybody, you really don't want somebody to feel like they got one up on you, no matter what the situation is. And I'm not saying that, and like, I'm not trying to be toxic or negative. I just sometimes don't really understand the mindset. It's like, it makes it 10 times worse. Because it's like, okay, you got bullied, or not even bullied, because bully is a strong thing. I'm not gonna say pussy either. So it's hard for, what's the word that I'm looking for? Punked? We'll say that. Let's keep it as, we'll keep it high schoolish. That's not a word. You got punked, and eventually it hurts your heart so much. Like, you just don't want, you can't let it go. You have to say, you have to create a hypothetical situation to where you could have done something that you physically in real life did not do. And I'm not saying that you should do something, because that's what the news is for. If you look at the news and you look at crime and you look at all of this craziness that goes on, you should not be doing anything to anybody. This is not me saying you should do something bad to somebody. This is not me saying go beat up people. This is not me saying that. This is me saying I do not understand the mindset of creating hypothetical wins. If you lose, you lose. It happens to the best of us. We all can't win every single battle that we're in. And that's just what it is. It's like being in the Matrix. You literally just said, hey. Oh no, when you're in the Matrix, you come back, right? After something bad happens, like, you just pop back into reality. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna go into that because that might be complicated. But yeah, let's let's just advocate peace. How about that? We all should just be peaceful to each other. And we all should just try to learn to love each other and appreciate each other. I think that's what we all should do. Because everybody's not built for for everybody's not built to withstand life's problems. And that's something that I think you don't really know until you experience it. And coming from different areas, it can be very humbling and it can be very surprising. Like there's certain areas where crime is a normal thing. It's certain areas where you have to wake up tough. It's certain areas where you don't ever get to relax. It's There's certain areas where it's hard to even be a person. It's hard to have a personality because you're just always on guard. You're always on guard and you're always thinking about like, hey, how am I going to eat? How am I going to do it? Like you have bigger problems and bigger worries in life. But I thought about that. That's something that really, really, I don't really, it stood out. It stood out to me. Cause I remember in school something like that happened. It happened to me in school, where literally, you know, I was in line, somebody skipped me. Then when I went and sat at the table, I was like, yeah, I should have knocked all his food out his hand. He was a senior, I was a freshman. Probably had like 50 people there, but it wasn't even that serious. The dude was like, yo, can I skip you? Sure. But then some people got pride. You go in and out. Eventually, you get older and you learn how to control it. But that's just something that that's just a little, so, that's just a little, idea, something that I've seen travel from, let's just say, adolescence to adulthood. And that's something that I've seen in a lot of people around me. That's something that I've seen in the social media world. I love talking about that. That's something that I've seen just in humanity itself. And I'm like, you have to be careful with things like that. And because a lot of times that those feelings build up resentment and issues that nobody knows you even have. So you sitting there upset while whoever did that to you, like I said earlier, is sleeping like a baby. They really don't care or acknowledge what happened. So you pretty much want your get back for yourself, for nobody. You want to? I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll get into something else. Yeah. So thanks for coming back. Now, one thing that a lot of people have brought to my attention is that I don't dream. Now, a lot of people tend to laugh at that, or I mean, I kind of thought it was pretty cool. Not cool, but I'm like, I never really thought too much into it because if you dream, a lot of times people wake up and they have these horrible nightmares, and crazy things are happening to them or whatever the case is. Like that's like the main concern I always had. But I don't dream. Like I told you guys that before. Like I close my eyes, things get black, and then I wake up. So I say that to say this. Probably has nothing to do with it. Fear, man. Like what scares people? Like I have I used to be a big fan of the ocean, but recently I started realizing that it's very, very scary. Like if you was on a boat in the middle of the sea, like say on some pirate ship, you're on a boat in the middle of the sea, nowhere to go. Like you tend to think, I'm not even gonna say nowhere to go. It's just like a cruise ship. You're on a cruise ship. You tend to think that's like an amazing thing. You're having a good time. You're on a cruise ship, and something bad happens, like a storm, there's a hole in the boat. Like you seen Titanic, you saw Titanic. Titanic is crazy. Like first of all, we're not even gonna get into the racial shit because if Titanic really happened, it was a wrap. They were drowning poor people. Like they was like if you was poor, you couldn't even get up. Like they was like putting kid fences on people's like exits. Like it was crazy. So imagine these days what would happen. Like poor minorities, whatever you want. Like it's a wrap. Like you're not going nowhere. Like you gotta see Poseidon, man. Like what is that? You will be Aquaman. You're gonna pray for Aquaman. Hopefully he come get you. But we're gonna stick with fears. That's something that's good. Cause I know a lot of people they have like that honey thing. I forgot what it's called, but it's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Arachnophobia, like that spider, like spiders are horrifying to me. And it's crazy because it wasn't spiders either that created like a huge fear in me. It wasn't spiders. It was actually a movie. It was a tick movie where ticks were like burrowing in people's skins and like doing crazy stuff. And for some strange reason as a kid, it just translated to spiders because spiders were way more scary than a tick. And spiders look crazier than ticks. So that created a huge fear of spiders with me. Like I have no idea why. And then on top of that, you guys see those Australian spiders that look like cats and they're like the size of dogs and they could tackle you and knock you off your bike and shit. No, 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 no. That's not like that's scary. That's insane. Then they say, "Oh, when you use the bathroom, make sure you look in the toilet." I don't want to look in the toilet. I don't want to. That's why. So if I have to look in the toilet when I open the bath, open my when I open my toilet lid, I have to look in. What if it's there already? He won. The spider won. If the spider's in my toilet, he won. He got the lease. Fuck it. He even got my family. He got them all. I'll send the child support and all that shit. It's over. The spider dad, Spider Man. It's just I don't know, man. Like it's just some wild shit out there. And the sad part is, like, we keep shit real on this side. So it's like, I was pretty much raised in the projects. There was gun violence and things of that nature. So that's more normal than these crazy scenarios that I'm telling you. And that's the crazy part about how life is. And I told you that sometimes when you speak to people, it's like you can humble them with a conversation. Like so somebody could look at a movie and be like, "Hey, oh, whoa, this movie is crazy. They just blew up a building." But then somebody that's actually been in the army and they actually been blowing up buildings for years will look and be like, "Yeah, that was Monday." So it's just crazy. But another thing, those caves. You ever seen those dudes or females that just they wiggle through the caves, man? Like, what are you doing? Like, where are you going? Why are you doing that? And yo, it's incredible. Like that, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I heard about a situation where a woman, and you can look it up. A woman, she went without her husband. They was on a trip together. She went without her husband to like cave. I forgot what it's called, like cave crawl or something like that. And she actually passed away because she went off the route and like she got stuck. And then like her phone was like a half a mile in a different direction, and it was crazy. Like I don't know why. And I'm not saying like that's a fear that would never happen to me because there's no reason why I would be in a cave. Like I don't really see myself in a cave at all. Like, but like the water stuff, like I would like to go on a cruise, so that's kind of crazy. Like I've seen a bunch of movies where people are just you supposed to float somewhere. Like I'm just gonna sink to the bottom of the ocean. Then Then they got these videos of like these mermaids that, well, nah, I'm joking, but I mean, Ariel somewhere. Then even whales. I've seen, like, I used to go to the aquarium and like I saw a Free Willy, and the little white boy, he was out there trying to save Willy. But then I saw a bunch of willies. Wait, don't they call like penises willy? Yeah, this, I kind of fucked this whole conversation up. Whales. What are they? Orcas. Okay, so the little boy was trying to save an orca. Uh, it's not a great white whale. It's an orca. You're trying to save an orca. Now the thing is, these things in real life are like dangerous. Like they attack and violate other stuff in the ocean. So it's like you're trying to save this monster of a whale, when reality is that whale's is a killer whale. That's what they call it, killer whales. What are you doing? Like, man, there's just a lot of things going on in the water. A lot of things. So we got the whole water aspect, whole unknown stuff. Then we got the spiders. Like, oh my god, that's the only good thing about living in New York. Like, you're not really gonna encounter spiders. Like, you encounter roaches though. Like, roaches is everywhere, especially in, like, I don't know. It's like, see, the thing is, roaches was like such a '90s thing. So it's like in like the 2000s and probably like the 3000s. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you really see in people's houses? Dirt. People just have dirty houses. Like, yeah, we gonna talk about that. People dead do be having dirty houses. That's kind of crazy. I know everybody that know me is like, but I'm just saying, like, people dead. It's kind of interesting, but we have and then we have cave crawling. Yeah, cave crawling. That's scary, but that's not something. Oh, last but not least, hot air balloon. I think that might be the worst thing. That might be number one. A hot air balloon. So that's it. That's my list right there. Those four things. And maybe like aliens coming back, but that's a whole nother conversation. Because you don't know what type of aliens are going to come back. Like, you want those aliens that are like, they blood is acid and they over here burning you and wilding out. You want those World of War aliens that are just snatching you up and grinding you. Like, you want alien, like, come on, man. Or you want ET that you could just, put in your backpack and he's pretty cool. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on with that. But I'm telling you, those five things right there, that's my fear list, man. Think about it. Think about your fears. You could compare them to mine. But a hot air balloon, oh my God. Like, just you know what it is? It's just being up in the air so high. Bro, you're in a balloon. How many times you was at a birthday party and the balloon just popped by itself? I'm done. Bye. So we finally got a little change of pace. I wanted to call this like the do-it-yourself episode, but I don't even think that makes sense. But it's more like a question and answer type episode. I put out like a little survey, and I'm just gonna be taking questions that people that actually listen to my previous episodes and stuff like that. What you would like to know, depending on what you ask me. Like, that's pretty much what we're gonna do. So the first thing somebody said was, they pretty much said I should do like movie and TV show reviews, which is kind of crazy because it's like, I'm not a big fan of, like, I watch movies from time to time. I mean, I guess we all do. We all watch movies and TV shows from time to time, but I don't know. I tend to find myself watching the same type of stuff. Like, I watch The Office a lot. Like, I watch Seinfeld, The Office. And I'm really big on like horror movies. So it's hard for me to review stuff because it wouldn't really work. Like, I would complain a lot about a lot of things. And horror movies are very, very low in quality. There's not too many good horror movies that I've seen in a long time. So I don't know. It's like I feel like they made movies like way better like a long time ago. Like when I was a kid, I used to see like pretty dope movies. But like now it's like everything's so rushed and just thrown out. Then I have, what's your opinion on time travel? Yeah, these questions are wild, man. Like, what? Time travel? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I just started watching, like, Kang, the Marvels and stuff. Like, Marvel, the Avengers doing, all, like, time, the multiverse and time travel. I don't know. But if you think about it, like, uh, there has to be ways. I'm guessing there has to be ways to do anything and everything. I'm like, there's electricity, you know? There has to be a way to do it. There has to be a way to do something, you know? That's pretty much how I look at stuff. And they said, the next question, what's one book that changed your life? Is Playboy a book? Because, like, the first time that I saw titties was, like, it was great. I'm not going to lie. And it was, like, it's cool because, you know, you see big white titties, big black titties. That's one thing that nobody really complains about. Big black ass, big white ass. Nobody really complains when somebody's naked. Like, you just enjoy yourself. You know, that's pretty much what it comes down to. So, uh, that'll probably be. I mean, is Playboy really a book? And was it Playboy? It might have been like something crazy, like Ghetto Mommies or something. I don't know. Like, who knows? Let's see what else we got here. They said, what's one thing that brings you comfort? One thing that brings me comfort, I would probably say, is my family. Like, especially like my mom. Like my mom, she's a tough cookie, especially like growing up and stuff like that. But as I've gotten older and I've seen how cold this world could be, she's really never switched up on me. Like she's never switched up. Like she's loved me unconditionally, and that's something that you really can't say or get from anybody else. That's a hard thing to find in this world, is unconditional love. Cause I truly believe a lot of times when you get unconditional love, it's from a child. So a lot of people, like sometimes, you know, people that don't have kids, you don't really experience that. And then as adults, there's there's conditions that have to be met for you to be loved or for you to love somebody. Cause at the end of the day, like I said, there's conditions. Like you have to treat somebody. Not saying they're bad, they're good or bad, but like you have to treat somebody good. Financially, you have to be stable. What if you wasn't stable? The person you with might look at you differently. That's not unconditional love. Like that's still a condition that has to be met. And some people, mothers and fathers, truly just don't love them. Like maybe you didn't want them or that was the issue. But I can honestly say that's one thing that brings me comfort because she's never, throughout everything, she's never turned on me and never treated me any type of way. Like, but with love. Uh, what's one thing that you can change in the world today? Hmm. If I could change one thing in the world, it would probably be. It's hard because I would say negativity, but that's so broad. Because negativity could be, you know, somebody just waking up on the wrong side, and you could spill your coffee in the morning, and your day's negative in your eyes. So, I would probably say less violence. That's what I would probably say. Definitely less violence. Because a lot of these issues, I do feel like financially, I do. I never. I'm not into like, you know, political things and talking about left or right, but I do feel like there's some issues that financially the world could address if they wanted to, but they're not because it doesn't benefit. There has to be some kind of, like give and take, a little bit of pull. I know a lot of times, we sit here and we chill and we talk crazy, but sometimes it's there's a brain behind the madness. How do you feel about the education system? Truthfully, I feel like everybody should. I do work very, very closely with the education system. I do feel like everybody should go mobile. I feel like every student should have an iPad so they can have access to the internet, so they can have access to the most up to date information. That's pretty much all. Like, that's the only real opinion I have because I don't really feel. First of all, there's um, information, there's tests, and there's literature. Well, the literature is fine because at the end of the day, it builds history, like English literature and things like that. You look back on it, but um, there's a lot of work that's not updated as far as like 2000. Say you're in the year 2023 and you're learning equations from the year 2002, or you're learning, like, there should be some kind of, I feel like every year there should be some kind of updated version of work that you want somebody to learn, even though a lot of times maybe the work doesn't really apply. Like, who knows? What is a new skill that you are trying to acquire? A new skill. Hmm. I'm not gonna say I try to paint because I've tried to paint for a long time. I can draw very well, but as far as painting, I never was able to control the paint. But a new skill, I would like to take my drawing and try to translate it into doing tattoos on the side, just to see what that would be like. Only because, like I said, they have rotary pens now that you can use, which rotary pens translating, you can draw, you can, we'll see. That happens. Like, that's pretty much. So those are pretty much the questions that you got. I would like to, throw one of these episodes in here and there. We don't want to get too serious. We got to talk a little bit about titties and booties and stuff like that. But I would just appreciate the fact that you guys even take the time to listen. I appreciate the fact that you're sending in questions. Like, I just you know, appreciate that you enjoy the sauce. And sorry for the ads, man. Like, I don't know. I still don't know what they're telling you guys. Like, I'm gonna listen to it back because I usually just listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna try to listen and see what they. I don't want them selling you like, you know, I don't want them trying to sell you on weird things like maybe like baby prison or something. I don't know, but I'll figure it out. I'll find out what they're doing.